We was outside, they was in the house. Got so much game that I wanna give it out. My 10-year-old at home, the only thing I spin about. And you ain't gotta make a choice right now, just fill it out. Make your worst your best day. Rolling papers, essay. Get this money, let's save. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. I can't help but give this love away. We arrived here and we don't know how. On the wave, hope I don't let you down. Lot of favors done, but who's keeping count? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? And I ain't trying to turn it down. What's with it? Don't get nervous now. Know your purpose, you've been here for days. Ain't going nowhere. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. We was outside, they was in the house. Got so much game that I wanna give it out. My 10-year-old at home, the only thing I spin about. And you ain't gotta make a choice right now, just fill it out. Make your worst your best day. Rolling papers, essay. Get this money, let's save. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. I can't help but give this love away. We arrived here and we don't know how. On the wave, hope I don't let you down. Lot of favors done, but who's keeping count? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? And I ain't trying to turn it down. What's with it? Don't get nervous now. Know your purpose, you've been here for days. Ain't going nowhere. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. We was outside, they was in the house. Got so much game that I wanna give it out. My 10-year-old at home, the only thing I spin about. And you ain't gotta make a choice right now, just fill it out. Make your worst your best day. Rolling papers, essay. Get this money, let's save. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. I can't help but give this love away. We arrived here and we don't know how. On the wave, hope I don't let you down. Lot of favors done, but who's keeping count? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? And I ain't trying to turn it down. What's with it? Don't get nervous now. Know your purpose, you've been here for days. Ain't going nowhere. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave.
Yo, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? It's your boy Glow back in the motherfucking building with another live, man. Salute to everybody in the travel space, man. And I appreciate y'all always for rocking with me. Usually I come back on this joint, man. We've been running this Sunday morning shit for a little bit now. We be all over the place, man. You just gotta, you know, if you fuck with me, you fuck with me. So you'll just be like, oh, my boy live. So salute to everybody in the building, man. I definitely got a topic for the night that I wanted to talk about, see if some people will engage a little bit into this topic, because it kind of, we've touched it a couple times in this space. I used to do these interviews all the time, man, and we've touched it a couple different times, but it continues to come back multiple times. So I named this live Finding Love Overseas. So you think ain't no love, dummy. I think people get misconstrued, because if you're in this travel space, especially if you're a black man in this travel space, and you go to the DR, you go to Colombia, you go to Thailand, you go to Brazil, you go to the Philippines, you go to fucking any place that is predominantly considered a place where, you can pay to play, PPP, low, whatever you want to call it, right? You'll be considered, a passport bro, a monger, whatever. But I've always told people, like, I never consider myself a passport bro, because the passport bros are the type of guys that are 100% overseas looking for love. Now, I mean this, I don't mean it literally that you cannot find love overseas, that I don't feel like there ain't no love overseas. What I mean in my context, or what I'm trying to say today is ain't no difference from the love that you would find from a girl in the U.S. versus the love that you're going to find from a girl overseas. These fucking women are all programmed the same fucking way. The only difference is a cultural background, a cultural upbringing. You still may find some diamonds in the rough that are raised to be wives and to be, old school type of wives. But if you're talking about finding love overseas, man, ain't no difference. First and foremost, the chances of you finding love overseas, real love, is slim to none, right? Especially because most guys lead with their wallet. You know what I mean? Lead with money. Once you lead it with money, you have completely eliminated, in my eyes, any way, shape, or form for it to be true love. You know what I mean? Like a bitch truly fucking is there for you and down for you. You know what I mean? So we're going to watch this real quick so it can bring some context to why I brought this up, because I'm sure everybody seen this story, and we've seen this story multiple times over in the travel space. But I wanted to talk about this. So let's watch this real quick so we can kind of bring it in the context of what I'm talking about.
He likes to talk. He likes to tell me what he's doing, send me videos of where he's going.
Marcus Forrester says he and his son Jason, 38, voice texted each other every day and many times a day, especially after Jason moved from Beltsville, Maryland to Miami, Florida. Frequent trips to the Dominican Republic led to love and then marriage to a woman Jason met there.
He met the parents and so on. They got married in DR, and he started making arrangements to get her to come here legally. And that did happen. She got a visa.
Forrester says Jason and his new bride struggled a bit as they transitioned from a long-distance relationship to sharing a home. Then something unexpected and shocking happened.
One day he came back from work and the apartment was cleaned out. She left and disappeared.
Forrester says his son was heartbroken when his wife refused to return his calls, then blocked him. He says Jason decided to fly to the Dominican Republic to talk with her family, hoping they would help convince her to return to the marriage. But after the phone call from the airport 2 weeks ago, Marcus Forrester says no one, not his family or friends, has heard from Jason. Calls to the Dominican embassy have produced no helpful information, he says.
We're just very, very concerned and hoping and praying that he shows up some way, somehow. But the reality of it is could be even worse.
Marcus Forrester is in the process of filing a missing persons report in Miami, where Jason lived and was last seen.
So if you hear, and I'm gonna drop the Liz link here in a second early. Appreciate everybody in the building rocking with your boy, man. Make sure you hit that like button. So you take this story case in point, right? And this story, we've heard this story time and time over in the space, right? We've heard this story about dudes, falling in love with girls overseas, bringing them to the States, and immediately once they get to the States, get established, get everything they need, boom, poof, vamoose, they gone. You know what I mean? They going, and it leads me to always say, man, it's almost impossible to fall in love with someone that you met in another country if it's so many obstacles against you. But let's just say you got everything going for you. You speak the language, right? You understand the culture, right? You understand the background and upbringing of a lot of these different girls from these different parts of the world, right? You understand all of that. You can relate to her on a similar level, right? You can communicate with her. You can understand what she's saying because you speak the language fluently. You think that there's going to be a difference between the same? You think there's not going to be no problems or no issues or nothing? You just found the perfect one, the most specialist one. Like, just because she's from a different country, it's going to be anything different. And most guys don't even have all of that going for them. Most guys don't know. It's the first step. Most guys, 85, 90%, I would bet, if I had to bet on the percentage of guys that go overseas looking for love, we speaking specifically to a certain different demographic tonight. The guys that go overseas looking for love, right? I would say it's 80 or 90% of these guys don't even speak the language. Don't even speak the language, right? Boom, right there. I would say 75% of them can speak somewhat of the language. Man, I would put that shit at 40%. 30% can hold a meaningful conversation. I would even put it lower than 30%. And then I would put it probably 10% fluently can speak the language. Now, we're not even going to get into the cultural percentages of understanding the culture, because most people just go off of beauty, right? Most people just go off of beauty, off of the fact that they're lonely or desperate, different situations, right? Different things lead men to go overseas and look for love. Most guys truly believe that dating is dead in America. And we're not here to talk about that specifically today. We're going to try to stay in line, but that's the reasons why. Or some guys just can't, for some reason, lock in with girls in the States. But that doesn't change when you go overseas. That does not change when you go overseas, is what I'm saying, right? I don't believe none of these girls love me. I don't believe none of these girls love me, right? They love the $40 I got. You know what I mean? That's what they want. They want the $40. They don't love me. They don't, you know what I mean? Like, I never, I don't lead with hopes and thoughts that I'm going to find someone over. Like, in order for me to put myself in that category, one, I got to get more fluently in the language of the girls that I'm thinking of trying to put myself, around to hopefully find someone that's into me and I'm into them. But there's always that portion of it where it's, man, a lot of these girls, man, just want out of their situation, right? And they're willing to deal with whatever. Listen, can you find love overseas? I'm sure you can. I'm sure there's a nigga that got lucky and found himself a fucking good, or he spent time in the country and really siphoned through it and found himself a good girl that, truly wants to be with the nigga, right? But 9 times out of 10, you go over there, you get a girl. You're probably gonna lead with money, and you know what I mean. Like, most dudes are gonna lead with money. First of all, taking them out, whatever. You're gonna lead with your money naturally. Like, naturally, you're gonna lead with the fact that you got money and you're in a country where, even if you're just a normal dude with a normal 9 to 5, as long as you make fucking $800 a week, You can go overseas, you know, for a month or 2 months. If you save up your money, you know what I mean, and you go overseas, you can go overseas with a couple $1,000, you know, tax return, savings, whatever, and live like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Live like you got it, right? But let's just say you do got some money. Most of the time, you're going to leave with your money. You're going to go overseas, and that's what she's going to be attracted to. She's going to be attracted to the money. She's going to be blinded by the fact that you snore, that you fucking, you know, all the whatever, etc. that goes into being with somebody, right? And this is case in point with someone like this. This motherfucker, I'm sure he went all in on Shorty. But what were her motives? I'm sure he led with money. I'm sure he led with gifts and the lifestyle. And he met her family. So it's Dominican. So I'm sure he was funneling some cheese to them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to drop the link. And, hold on, I'm going to drop the link. My bad. But you can't tell me the nigga just led with love. Obviously, that was not true. If she left and the minute she got her visa and got to the States. Dossier in the building. Jay Harlem, what's goody? Racket Club, my guy, Racket Club. What up, what up, what up? Brazil in the building. Big Ree, what it do? He said, good topic, Lo. I hope, dog, okay, yeah. I'm trying to get into this one, man. I hope somebody pop up. They love my money. What up, Globo? Salute to my guy, Ray Elmer in the building. What it do, man? Salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. I wanted to get back to some topics for a little while, man. We used to do these all the time, so I said, you know, now and again, I'm going to do this one. I just thought that this story was a good case in point to kind of dialogue over and talk about this shit, because this is one of the reasons why I never call myself a passport bro or say, yeah, yo, I'm a passport bro. Because most of the dudes that said they were passport bros were dudes that were going overseas. They were preaching this, you know, American women aren't good, and you know, it's better love. You can find better love overseas. And I've seen multiple times from dudes from Asia to dudes from the DR to dudes from from Colombia to Brazil. You know, these girls don't really like these dudes. Like I be seeing videos of dudes getting trapped like shit, and you know, they talking behind the nigga's back, and people are translated, and they're saying, you know, all this and that and all types of shit, man. So it's like, you know, it take a lot for someone to really, really fucking commit themselves to you, and it's only for you. You know what I mean? Especially a girl overseas that, you know, got an opportunity to move to the States. Like, come on, man. What did you think was going to happen? Like, what did you think was going to happen? And it's sad because, you know what I mean? Who knows what happened to this brother? Like, I don't know if anybody's, you know, heard from him or he's popped back up. But obviously you can see he was really in love with Shorty. He was really in love with Shorty. She's not in the DR. I hope y'all caught that from he didn't go back to the DR to chase her because she ran back to the DR. She didn't go back to the DR. Like, I hope everybody caught that part. She didn't go back to the DR. She went and got her a Dominican nigga or another Spanish nigga, or even a different motherfucker, someone that she was attracted to and something that she wanted to do, because you didn't understand her motives. You didn't understand her true intentions, because you didn't truly understand her. You didn't know what she liked it to do. I guarantee you he didn't truly know her true, like the true person that they are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hung out with joints and it you know, you get to know them, and then, you know, you might get their Facebook, their Instagram, their TikTok. And, you know, I've met some joints where you're like, damn, I didn't even realize you was in this shit like that. Like, and I'm talking about like normal shit, like bitch skydives, or like the one bitch that I love, like the bitch is in the fucking SWAT team, and it's like the bitch always shooting guns and jumping off of fucking big ass walls and shit. And I'm like, wasn't jumping off no walls like that when you was with me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't truly know a motherfucker's background. And you meet somebody, and I get it, man. You know, they beautiful. That gets you one right there. Boom. They beautiful. They talking all that crazy shit. Boom, boom, boom. You feel like, damn, bro, I like this joint. And then you, there ain't even no hesitation. You getting it off muscle. You know what I mean? You getting it off the rip. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get how it could trap you easily, but I just don't understand how the motherfuckers keep falling for it when you see it don't work. Especially when you talking about transitioning a girl to the States. If you gonna get a joint, I would say this, case in point. If you were gonna get a joint, I would leave them where they're at and do, like, I get it. You want to wake up with someone every night. Niggas get lonely at night, right? So you want to wake up with someone every single night. But I would tell you to leave them where they're at and continue to build and really see, like, you know, go spend some time over there. You know what I mean? Get a little fucking month crib or 2 month crib. Maybe niggas can't do that because, you know, you got to work and you got to get money, but you got to figure out a different way to find out truly if this is what you want, because the minute you bring them to the States, it's over with. The minute you get them legalized, oh man. Trey Poppy in the building, what up? He said, who's that in the thumbnail? I'm gonna run it back for everybody in the building that don't understand exactly what I'm talking about or don't know why I put that dude and the girl in the thumbnail. It's a guy. He went missing in the DR, but his family finally got a hold of him. And his family finally got a hold of him. He met this girl in the DR after he moved from Maryland. From my fucking state. He moved from Maryland to Miami. And I guess he was going from Miami to the DR regular. You know what I mean? He met this joint. I'm pretty sure, you know, we can all fucking put the cards together from all of us in this travel space that knows what goes on in this space. I'm sure he might have met her. You know, let's say he wasn't mongering. Let's give him a good card. He wasn't mongering, but he was definitely sliding cheese. He was a Western Union poppy. He's got all of the fucking characteristics of that, but he was definitely spinning some bread. So Shorty was definitely all over him. You know what I mean? He played the game. She was all over him, and I'm sure it got to the point where he said, I want to bring you to the States. They got married. She got her visas, and he came home one day, and everything was gone. But I got to roll up anyway, so I'm going to roll me one real quick, a cigar, and we're going to play this, and then we're going to keep going into this topic, man. I'm going to play it again. Here we go.
He likes to talk. He likes to tell me what he's doing, send me videos of where he's going.
Marcus Forrester says he and his son Jason, 38, voice texted each other every day and many times a day, especially after Jason moved from Beltsville, Maryland to Miami, Florida. Frequent trips to the Dominican Republic led to love and then marriage to a woman Jason met there.
He met the parents and so on. They got married in DR, and he started making arrangements to get her to come here legally.
Hold up. I'm going to pause it right there because I've heard this a lot of times too. Niggas, stop thinking because you meet a motherfucker's parents, especially overseas. What parents ain't going to have their kids back, first of all, their kids' best intentions? Stop thinking the parents be validating shit. Parents don't be validating shit. And the parents overseas be down for the game. The parents overseas be down for the game because, motherfucker, you might be the next 6 months of, especially if she's older. If you catching a girl and she's in her late 20s, 30s, even just her 20s, she been playing the game. She definitely been playing the game. She got to make some money somehow. So I'm not saying she's out here, working, but she definitely playing the game. She definitely done played the game a couple times with a couple fucking gringos, because most of them, I don't heard from the joints, they say most of them play the game if the opportunity present themselves. They might not be working, but if it present itself in the right setting, they might play for it. Let's keep going.
And that did happen. She got a visa.
Forrester says Jason and his new bride struggled a bit as they transitioned from a long-distance relationship to sharing a home. Then something unexpected and shocking happened.
One day he came back from work and the partner was cleaned out. She left and disappeared.
Forrester says his son was heartbroken when his wife refused to return his calls, then blocked him. He says Jason decided to fly to the Dominican Republic to talk with her family, hoping they would help convince her to return to the marriage. But after the phone call from the airport 2 weeks ago, Marcus Forrester says no one, not his family or friends, has heard from Jason. Calls to the Dominican embassy have produced no helpful information, he says.
We're just very, very concerned and hoping and praying that he shows up some way, somehow. But the reality of it is could be even worse.
Marcus Forrester is in the process of filing a missing persons report in Miami.
So anyway, you see, he went back to the folks, but instantly they had problems. That said, his pops validated it, that they had problems the minute they adjusted from the long distance relationships to living together. They didn't have no problems when he was coming to the DR. So you heard me say, you gotta leave her there for a little while. You know what I mean? You gotta leave her there for a little while, man. Just a little bit. Gotta leave her there just for a little bit. Until you know, like, man, all right. Like, I'm not saying don't try to go overseas. If I'm not faulting motherfuckers for going overseas and trying to find love. But this narrative that you can go overseas and find love, man, listen. If you got whatever tendencies you got that a fucking bitch don't like here, they not gonna like it over there either. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find someone that's for you, that like what you like, that like how you like. You remember fucking motherfucking, they showed it to us early. You know, if you in my age bracket, a lot of times I speak to my age bracket, but we talking about subject. But anyway, Eddie Murphy fucking told you in fucking the 90s, you know what I mean? She was hopping on one leg. He said, what type of food do you like? Whatever you like. What type of movies you like? Whatever type of movies you like. Fuck on one leg. You know what I mean? Like Eddie Murphy fucking told you, man. All right, let me get to some of them. He said, I think they found him. Supposedly he's all right. Yeah, that's good. I hope he's all right, man. We just talking about it. Dudes be falling in lust, ready to risk it all for a chick they can't even communicate with. Trey Poppy, bro, appreciate you, bro. I've said that a million times. How can you love somebody that you've never had a conversation with? You've never had a conversation with her. Never. Niggas be talking about, yeah, I know that joint, yo. She that's my joint. She fuck with me. Like, no, she don't. No, the fuck she don't, nigga. She don't fuck with you. Stop that shit. She fuck with the money and the lifestyle that she's living right now, and that's getting this money. But she don't like you. You don't know that she don't like you. You don't know nothing about this joint. You ain't had a rooted conversation. Oh, but she speak a little bit of English, you know. Like, all right, man. That'd be the same thing too, where niggas be like, you know what I mean? Like niggas be on this. Oh, that's my hoe. Oh, that's your hoe. Oh, you out here putting the foot down, huh? No, just when I get here, that's mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's mine. Like, yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah, all right. He said, oh, man, I got to roll up after hearing that. Yeah, man, and you saw it, too. Like, instantly, that's what I took from this. Like, the minute they transitioned from him going to the DR and seeing her and being with the family and he thought the family loved her. You didn't hear them say nothing. I would love to hear about what happened when he went to the family and was like, please convince her to come back to this marriage. Oh, we got our first guest in the building. This is my nigga right here, Jay Harlem.
Yo, what's good, man? Chilling. Listen, I'm glad to hear he's all right. I thought they put him in the backpack somewhere in the forest. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what I thought when I first heard this story. I was like, yo, she sent word. Her cousins got a hold of this dude, and he in the campo somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause bro, like he. Again, like you were saying before when I was listening, like, these dudes that be lonely out here, you gotta remember, it's the same shit. Like, you know how these girls that be like, oh, I'm just gonna worry about my career. Then by the time they get to the end of their career, they fucking old as shit, lonely, looking for marriage, trying to lock motherfuckers down type shit. Same shit with these dudes. It's like they spend their whole time trying to get their career, get their shit together. So by the time they trying to really go active, they're getting set up by the motherfucking Black Widow. You understand what I'm saying? That's been waiting there the whole time for these suckers to show up because they got no life experience, nothing, because they just been stuck in doing what they doing. Most of the time when you see these things happen, it's because they lack of life experience. It's mostly just your regular hamster wheel life. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the monotony of the day to day. They just living through it. Yeah. And then they go on these trips, they find this place and they think that this is like
I found it. The oasis.
Yeah, I found it. This is set up this way for you. It's set up this way. Like, there is no easy mode. Like, they set this up for you. They put this together and said, here, do your thing. It's just, it costs tokens, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it costs it to ride these rides. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing, though. These guys, they're like, well, I got the money for the ride. That's no problem. And I think she's going to only want to ride with me. That's the problem.
No,
you understand what I'm saying?
Because even the joints where niggas be like, well, she ain't a working girl. No, I know she's not a working girl. She might not be a working girl. There's a lot of them that aren't a working girl. But when you get back on that plane, Enrique is tearing that ass up. You know what I'm saying?
Said Enrique.
Enrique, Pablo, Juan, like they love when you call. Juan, be quiet when you call because you got to remember they're not programmed the same way we are. So Juan will shut the fuck up when you call because when you call, Juan eats steak tonight.
Word, that's the money. That's the money. Juan know he gonna get that money. Yeah.
Juan gonna get that money because when you pull up, Juan know he getting new tires for his motor. You know what I'm saying? You him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been him? Like, you ever hustled before? Like, if you have ever hustled before, you know the difference of when motherfuckers don't. When I used to hustle, motherfucker never not picked up the phone for me. Never. I called, be like, yo, hey, I'm about to come through for us. Like, I told my boy the other day, I said, real quick sidebar. I told my boy the other day, you know what I missed about, the only thing I missed about hustling? He was like, what? I said, just the little baby power that I had to be like, somebody called me and be like, yo, hey, I'm coming through, blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, hey, can you stop at McDonald's and grab me 2 large and they listening like, yeah, I got you. You need anything else? I'm like, nah, yeah, and grab me 2 Dutches and a Pepsi. And they're like, all right, I got you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I missed that part. Hey, can you pick me up over here? Jump me over here. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Yeah, Uber Eats. Yeah.
Real quick, I'm gonna run through this and we'll keep going. I appreciate Jay Harlem joining in. He said, I don't want to meet nobody, parents, or their family members. Nah, like, dudes really think to be like, yo, I met her mom, though. I met her abuela. Like, yeah, they are part of the game.
Yeah. No, but it also falls into them, bro, because remember, they want the traditional woman, so that's the traditional play. You understand what I'm saying? The traditional woman, whatever that they're looking for is old school, family oriented, submissive, blah, 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 blah. She's playing right into the character you created for her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said if she really mess with you, she'll make it to the States on her own. Yeah. Or you just got to put time in with these joints. You just can't bring them to the States because as soon as you bring her to the States, you saw what happened. Like, it's easy to live with somebody for a week or 2 weeks or, while you lusting and having fun. But the minute you bring a motherfucker to the States and now they got to live this day to day, you got to get up, you going to work, you know what I mean? All this shit, she's sitting around the crib because I'm sure she didn't get a job right away. So she's just sitting around the crib or going out, you know, she meeting people that she really want to be with, and they all got friends and family over here. Like, you don't think they don't got nobody over here? You crazy?
Yeah. She was so used to that stimulus package coming in every couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Now they had got to get back together. You know, and she didn't want to really be with the motherfucker. How you gonna have problems when y'all finally get together? That shit don't make no sense, bro.
He said niggas really think they be risen foreign women without conversation, so you know they spending money for. Yeah, it's crazy to me how a motherfucker will be like, I done heard motherfuckers be like, yo, yeah, she real, she dope, man. She like, yeah, I really, yo, me and her really fucking, yeah, she a different, nah, she different, bro, she different. And I'm like, you speak Spanish? They be like, nah, we connected on a different level.
No, we vibing, we vibed on
a different level. Like, I think she might be the one. She might be the one because she just different, bro. Now she wasn't working, she not working, she different. And it's like, I guess she different, she not working, I'm gonna give you all that. But how did y'all communicate? Mm-hmm. And it's like, we didn't.
Yeah, no, they did through pesos.
You have AI relationships for real though. Like you really have
sign language.
I mean, it is like
it is sign language. She pointed at the money, and he pointed in another direction.
Yo, but it's true though. It is kind of like having a deaf relationship because you're like, she put her foot out like here, and then you like, oh, see. Oh man, it'd be crazy, man. But you seen, like, you're right. Like this dude didn't have no problems with her. He said they had issues adjusting to when they got to the States.
Exactly. How do you have issues adjusting? What is she adjusting to? A better life? You have a problem because you're adjusting to a better life?
It's easy to live with a motherfucker for a couple weeks at a time. Like, he's coming out there a couple weeks at a time, you know, every time he can get some time off. It's the typical story. There's nothing different about this dude than the typical story. So don't say, oh, Globe Pierce say that he could have been living them. No, it's not what was happening. He was going over there every couple weeks. He fell in love with this joint. He was lusting all over her. She was giving him everything she needs. You know what I mean? That nigga was going back. You know what I mean? He was doing this. You know what I mean? He was doing with this nigga right here. Like this, in a nutshell, this is what these niggas be doing, even though it's a funny joint. Hold on. This shit right here. Like, even though it's funny, this is still the typical how motherfuckers be. Hold on. Let this commercial go by and I'm going to play it. Like, this how motherfuckers be when they go home after going to DR, Colombia, or anywhere that first time. They be like this.
All my homies out there, the Spanish, bro. I go out there, little bad little mommy, Dominican joint. She all on me, showing me love. So I take her to the little hotel joint. And we in there, so we get in there rocking. We start getting crazy. I take her in the room. One thing did the next, I start hitting it from the back. I'm hitting it from the back, and she like, ay, Sanchicha, ay Dios mío, Sanchicha. So I call my mans, bro, back in the Bronx, New York. I'm like, yo, bro,
this how niggas be.
Showing me love. Oh, my mans.
This how niggas be right here. This how niggas be when they this part right here.
So I call my mans, bro, back in the Bronx, New York. I'm like, yo, bro, they showing me love out here, bro. You gotta come out here, bro. They show you love, bro. I came back, bro. She in the room with my other man. Talking about papi, ay Dios mío, lo que dice. I'm like, why she saying that to him? She called me one thing, she called him something else.
Yeah, so in a nutshell, that video is kind of like how these niggas be, bro. These motherfuckers be like, They be in love off rip, like because a joint fucking was feeling on them and gave you a little bit and showed you some shit. And she got up in the morning and she picked up your drawers and nigga, she put my drawers in. She folded my drawers, dog.
You don't remember Soul Plane? Remember the movie Soul Plane?
Yeah.
When Sophia was talking to Snoop, and she basically told him she said you got a small penis, and he was like, "Gracias, baby." That's the way that shit be, bro. Niggas don't be knowing what the bitches he's saying. Oh yeah, gracias, baby.
Now, Travis, what up? What up? He said, not the moto tie. He said, look at this dude. You think he really getting chicks off the natural strength? Nah, he was getting it off the natural. That relationship was based off of Bank of America. Like, bro, you heard them say that they had problems adjusting to life when they got to the States. No, she had a because this is what happened. He was feeling himself like you done finally got her to the States. She in the crib. Now he thinking like, all right, every time I come to the DR, this is what she do. She coming through the crib. I'm busting her down every day. Like she cleaning, she doing everything, telling me how much she loved me and all this. Now she coming through the crib talking about some papi, come in. What's for dinner? Like all type of shit. She's scratching her head and she on the phone with her girl talking out loud, you know, in the bathroom. And you don't see her. She probably took a big ass shit. You're like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like she not your princess no more. She really, she on the couch picking her feet and shit.
But now, did he get off easy though? Because she only took the shit from the crib instead of taking half his money?
Man, nigga, they said that nigga came home and the crib was bare.
Word.
Enrique,
that shit set up. That's
that boy
crazy.
Enrique didn't even live in the DR. That nigga Enrique lived in Texas.
I'm about to say, the nigga she left to, he was already there. She went with that nigga. She went with the real woo pop. The nigga was like, I ain't bringing you to the States, bitch. You better find your way over here. She was like, okay.
But then that nigga came and helped her move out.
Word. That nigga owned the moving company.
Alice Terrell, what up? First attention he got from a woman, yeah, for real. Yeah, that's crazy. That because she didn't empty the crib by herself.
Oh fuck no.
Even in the video, you can see she's really small. She's in the picture. You can see she was a small girl. You know what I mean?
I mean, don't get it twisted, nigga. My mom's a little short lady, and I used to come back from days of school or whatever, or summer, and this little lady done rearranged the whole crib. And I'm like, how the fuck you move all this shit around the house?
Well, we talking about moving though. That's a different.
That's true, but still, she's a little lady. So
yeah,
I could imagine through strength and determination, you moving everything.
You can tell she a small lady.
Yeah. Now she had a Guado and his cousins come through.
They came through and got her. Because whatever special trick she did to get her the visa, she did that same special trick to them niggas, and they came and moved her shit out your crib.
Got that moving package on the low. For real. That's crazy.
That boy came home and said, yo, they showing me love, yo. They showed me so much love. I love them. Billy, aka MMA fan, what it do? Salute to you. Ellis Durrell in the building. What's good, man? We in here, man. Salute. Yeah, I just thought that this story is more typical because even with the dudes that be going overseas, and like I said, and be like, oh, that's my hoe, or that's my girl.
What's the new shit these young niggas got? That's my ball. That's my ball, nigga. She been dribbled by everybody, nigga. You can have her.
Yeah. It's like that picture where everybody's in the line, the girl on the couch, and there's one nigga at the end with flowers.
Yeah. No. The funniest skit I ever seen was the The one where I guess the dudes are running a train, and then that one homie come out is like, "Nah, it's over. I love her. Nobody else can go in the room."
Yeah, I seen one like that too, where they were all in there. And they was
He's
banging
like,
on
"What
the
you
door.
mean?"
And they was, I think it was the same when they was banging on the door. And they was like, "Yo, what you doing, bro? I'm next." He like, hold on, I'm talking to her right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's like, hold on, I'm connected with her right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like we having a one-on-one. And then like he comes out and closes the door, and they like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" He like, "Yo, hold on." He closes the door. He's like, "I think I love her."
That's my ball.
Oh man, that's my ball. Yeah.
That's what they say. That's my ball. Like, that's my ball. Shit, that bitch has been dribbled up and down the court. What you talking about, bro?
And then this nigga goes home to the family. And I want to know what the family said to the nigga when he went home, when he went back to go talk to them. Because obviously he didn't say he went. I thought he went back to the DR to get her. So I'm like, damn, she definitely hated you if she went back to the DR.
Yeah.
She just hated you. You was just a terrible bitch. Because she didn't go back to the DR, that means another nigga got it.
Oh, of course. She ain't going back to the DR, bro. The point is, he's stupid enough. If he did go back there to think she was back there, it was stupid. Because, like you said, she dipped off with all this shit. She ain't taking the DR. You know what I'm saying?
And they was married, so he can't. The police ain't gonna do nothing.
Word up.
Your wife, or she must have packed up and left, nigga.
Yeah, sucks for you.
And they wasn't established enough for it to be like any type of a court battle or something, because they ain't gonna give y'all nothing. Y'all wasn't established long enough. It said y'all motherfuckers had problems the minute y'all got here. She was plotting.
But it don't even matter. That's the shit about the legal documentation these stupid motherfuckers decide to sign up to. Like, you take full responsibility of that person when you're bringing them into the country. They tell you this shit. I think you're responsible for them, period. Because I'm about to say, because you're sponsoring them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So regardless, he gonna have to pay that money. That's what's so crazy.
She was definitely plotting on him, though.
Hell yeah, bro.
She had this set up the whole time. Once she saw, hey, yo, this nigga serious. He about to get me my visa. Like, I'm coming, man.
Operation Scapegoat.
It was another nigga that got really excited. Like, oh, she coming. There was a nigga at work like, yo, it's this bad bitch that I met in the DR, bro. She really fuck with me. She coming to the States, bro. Because that be me. I be that nigga. Like, yeah, as soon as she get here, I'm going to tear her ass up. then I'm going to get her out of here. Because I got a couple joints out here. I got one in Chicago, one in Florida, one in Texas. Like, I be going all over, but I just go, hang out, and get the fuck out of here. Like, all right. Like, y'all my friends, but we got a different type of friendship.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the I done had joints hit me like, Poppy, I'm in the States. And I'm like, oh, congratulations. Welcome. Enjoy the American dream. Like, oh, but I need some help. I'm like, oh. So you thought that it was easy over here, huh? Gotcha.
I had this one girl hit me up out of left field, bro. This is like one of the first Jones I had when I first went to this fucking zoo, bro. I'm talking about history. I don't know where this bitch trying to match me friends on Instagram. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And she hit me on the WhatsApp like, hey, how you been? I'm like, I'm married with 8 kids now.
I told my boy, they'd be like, yo, what you like? My boy just hit me. He was like, yo, one of them joints hit me. You know, I took a couple first timers to Cartagena. And then he was like, one of them joints hit me and was like, yo, her son is sick. And she would really, we had a great, I said, yo, what she do? She hit you and said, hola, papi. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, and then she was like, how have you been since you got home? And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, and then she was like, oh, I miss you. And then she said,
play by play.
And then she said, Poppy, I need to ask you something, but I hope you will not get angry with me. They get you buttered up. He was like, yeah. I said, okay. He was like, yeah, she asked me for some money. He said, what should I do? I said, look, you want to use my line? He was like, yeah, what do you say? I said, yeah, babe, I would love to help you. But right now I'm working in the mountains deep in the forest. And I won't be out of the mountains for like 2 or 3 more weeks. When I come out, I'll help you. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah. They're lying to you, so I lie to them.
Fuck yeah, right? Fuck it, let's have a lie competition.
He'd be like, why? He'd be like, why the mountains? I'll be like, it sounds difficult.
Or that bitch hit you up like, oh, you know, my refrigerator. Oh shit, I just got into a car accident. Damn.
Yeah. The thing was like, but why the mountains? I'm like, if you asked me to borrow some money, he was like, yeah. And I said I was deep in the mountains working. And he was like, yeah. I said, would you continue asking me for that money? He's like, nah, probably not. Because how you gonna get it? I got no reception. My car. Like, nah, I can't help you. I'm deep in the forest. Cutting trees down. Because they be lying, bro. Them motherfuckers would be, oh, I'm very sick. I haven't been able to work for days. Or there's one joint where they be like, it's been flooding here so many days. I'd be like, oh, yeah? Oh, man. He said, let's get to some more of these comments, man. Nasty work. Oh, man. He said, I still remember getting those type of calls from the locals in the Midwest. He said, I seen the same type of shit. He said, I just took 2 weeks off work, so it's going to be taking me 3 weeks to get paid. You gotta lie to him. You gotta lie to him, bro. You gotta lie to them. You gotta lie the same way. It's a scam for a scam on a scam.
Yeah, Scam Island.
Yeah, man. You gotta scam the scammer. You gotta be quick too. You gotta get back at them fast. You gotta come up with some shit fast. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be like, yeah, everything's like, soon as they say, Poppy, how's things been? Terrible. Ever since I've gotten back from America, everything has just gone downhill. I wish I could live in Colombia with you or DR with you. Oh, man. It's bad. My bank account broken down. They robbed me. I got nowhere to sleep or stay.
Right.
Cool. Well, okay. I'll talk to you later. I hope things get better for you. Yeah.
My boy told me some funny shit one time. He walked this bitch through a whole firing. He was like, yeah, I got back. You know, I wasn't supposed to get back. I was supposed to get back earlier, but since I was with you out there, you know, I got in trouble. I think they're going to fire me. And then he left it at that. Then Shorty waits another week and a half, and she hits him up for some money. He goes, remember I told you they was going to fire me? Well, they finally did it 2 days ago, so I ain't got no money. She's like, oh no, Poppy, oh no, I hope everything it's like I hope everything gets better. All right, peace. Like he's on him.
He said, my truck broke down working slow, so I haven't eaten all day. Yeah, you gotta be. He said, my sob story will always be worse than theirs. Yes.
Well, you got to, bro. You got to do that competition, bro. I'm telling you. She sends you an arm with a fucking IV in it. You send her a leg that's been amputated. You be like, look what happened to my leg, bitch.
I've even come up with one for the tip now. When they be like, no propina for me, I'd be like, I just gave you everything I had. I got to go to the ATM, and I don't even know if my card working. I just had enough to pay you. I just had enough to give everything.
Shit. Yeah, I'm about to say the easiest thing to say when they say that, especially even if they're not a chica, is be like, nah, I gave it to the girls. You know, the girls took my money. No money. No propina money.
No, I'm talking about the propina for the girls.
Oh, for the girls? Man, propina. Fuck out of here. We already done discussed that before we even got to that. That bitch say that, she really getting rude treatment. Everything, remember, the net worth, the propina, all that shit is in there.
Yo, I was trying to teach them motherfuckers the art of the network. They were like, "Wow, you got this shit is too much of a science."
Bro, that formula is still so sick. Niggas, I can't believe they ain't grasped the hold of that shit.
I always be like, all right, I'm cool with what you want, but here's what I want.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do.
Well, what do you want? Well, it starts with dos leche.
Dos, word. We start there first. That's what we go.
Where the contract starts at.
Yeah, exactly.
And there might be some bonuses and incentives that I throw in there. But yeah. But he said that style story. Yeah, your style story always has to be worse than theirs. Definitely always has to be worse than theirs, man.
You got it. Competition.
It was funny to hear motherfucker like, yeah, that's crazy, man. He was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I'm like, was you about to send him money? He was like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh man. He was like, she only asked me for like $40. I'm like, that's where it starts. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, she's good. And he's like, what you mean? I'm like, oh, she didn't go for the juggler right away. She was gonna hook you up to a battery pack. She was gonna drain you.
That's the copy and paste message. How many other niggas got that shit?
I said, you ever donated blood before? He said, nah. I said, me either, but I seen it. And the way they drain you is slow. They get that blood out. He said, I'm going back in 3 weeks, Globe. I got
plasma
relationship. He said, I got salvaged some relationship.
Yeah.
Molly be out there.
What's up, man? What's going on, little man?
But Molly got like 5 wives, so that's different. You know what I mean? So that's a different type. I'm all for that. It's the motherfucker that go out there and think he found the one. No, you did not find the one. You know what I mean? Just go out there and have the most fun you could possibly have. Do it like Molly do. Have like 5 different girlfriends going on. Be juggling them joints. You know what I mean? Just keep your joint away from Ray Elroy. That boy is a top sniper. That boy's a top sniper. Oh man, we was talking about finding love overseas. So you think, that was that's a sad story for homie. You know what I mean? Because now he's nationally embarrassed. Like everybody.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm saying. Embarrassment is on another level these days. And these people be taking their lives for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be taking their lives for not getting likes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to get clowned into space for some shit like that. Like, yeah, I think I found the one. Or remember that dude Finding Love in DR, Flint, DR?
Yeah.
His name was Finding Love in DR. And remember he had told his story. And I really, in the beginning, I thought the nigga like really had gone to the DR like a couple times. And he was like, yeah, I got 2,000 girls' numbers. And he really had all them girls' numbers. And come to find out, this nigga had never been to the DR.
Get the fuck out of here. But I think I heard of that guy. I know he's never been to DR though. That's wild.
He had like relationships going on with like 5 different girls, like full-fledged. He was calling them on FaceTime on the lives, and they was saying like, yeah, that's my guy. Like, no, and like the one girl was like, no, I'm not gonna mess with no one else and all this shit. And then I was like, damn, bro. You really got her. And I'm like, so we started talking, I guess, on the live. And then it just came out. And he was like, no, I've never been to the DR. I'm planning on going. And I'm like, hold on.
He's sending the money for sure. I know he's been talking to them hoes. Like, that's wild.
Yes, he admitted he had them all on payroll. He admitted it. Yeah. His name was... I know somebody in the building remembers.
How long that was going on for? No, I remember that. I remember that guy. I just didn't know he didn't go to the DR. I thought I stopped watching it.
No, that was back when we was doing interviews heavy and people would come up and tell their stories. That's why I said I wanted to see people get back to that. And that's what I wanted to get back to, like just talking about shit. And that was the shit that used to pop up. And yeah, he had never been. He had never been, but he had like 5 or 6 different full-term conversationships going on.
That's crazy.
Like, yeah, it was wild. And these are the type, like these are all in that same line of type of dudes that I always say like, nah, that's not me. Like I'm just a hardworking motherfucker that works like a demon. And every now and again, I pull that demon money that I've been working hard for out, and I go have some fun. Like, you know what I mean? It's been, man, it was 118 degrees inside my facilities yesterday and today. It was like 105 today. It got cool. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers was dying. Like, we do that shit. And then it'd be fucking 5 degrees in the facilities, freezing cold. Like, we work. We grind, we hustle, we work hard. And now every now and again, we like to go fucking relax and chill and have a good time. No matter where it be, where we go, we just like to go have fun. So what happens is we got these places that we could go and put shit on easy mode. You know what I mean? A nigga can really just have a relax. Like, nigga can really relax. Motherfucker be like, yo, how do you deal with your position? Man, I'm going to tell you how I deal with it. I'm gonna show you how I deal with it. Like niggas ain't going overseas for nothing. Me and I think the people that rock with me in a sense, like we're not going overseas for nothing but to have fun, to enjoy the food, enjoy the sights, the sounds, the entertainment, riding jet skis, fishing, jumping off of boats, scuba diving, rock climbing, whatever other shit you like, drinking, dancing, partying, eating food, and hanging out with beautiful joints and everything else in between. But there's some people that are, bundled in with us that are doing it, for a whole different perspective. And this is.
But it's like you said before, Globe. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
People, these guys are lonely, bro. They're lonely. That's the key word, lonely, bro. And when you're fucking lonely and depressed and suffering from that, literally. Like this is the situation these motherfuckers is gonna get to, because it doesn't only happen out there. It happens here in the States. These guys are getting got.
But the girls overseas are not the option. They're not the saviors. Like their ultimate goal isn't to love you. That's not their goal. Their ultimate goal is to get out of their predicament. Now, every now and again, you might find one that'll continue to deal with you because you might put her up in a nice, decent setup, and she might be like, "All right, I'm actually content with this." But 9 times out of 10, this is going to be the outcome, similar to this dude, where you're going to come home from work one day and she's not going to be there. She's not going to fucking be there. Or she's going to be cheating on you. You're gonna go down that road of her fucking cheating and fucking around on you. Like
Walk us through that. How would you address that? You came home from work and you open the door and everything is fucking gone, bro. Walk me through it. What would you do?
If I was in that position, I mean, oh my God, I don't know how I would put myself in that position. I don't know, bro. I don't know what you do. What do you do? Like, do you get on a plane? I mean, at that point, I guess you do what he did because you're so desperate. Like at that point, you're so desperate, you might as well try to go reach out to the family. I don't know. What do you do? What do you do?
I think the first thing I'll do is find out where the Apple tag that I put on that bitch. We gonna locate that first.
Oh,
now, if that shit ain't nowhere to be found or it's in the house, now we got an issue. But see, here's the thing. Sometimes you gotta put the fear of God in these bitches too, bro. It's like sometimes you gotta let motherfuckers know a little bit. Like, if you fuck up, there might be a consequence to your fuck ups. Only because they're so extreme and you pushing me to a certain limitation. When people don't know that, they're gonna press that envelope. You understand what I'm saying? They definitely gonna fold that envelope. And because these niggas are sucker for love ass motherfuckers, they never really see the other side of these guys, and most of them don't have that male alpha side. You understand what I'm saying? They stuck in their feminine energy.
Why I say you need to keep them overseas. Like if you find one that you really like, right? And
Yeah, they
God,
always say don't bring them. Yeah,
say
it's a
you
fact,
want
my
to
nigga.
marry her. Why you got to marry her right off the joint? Like rock with her for as long as you can until you truly see, like, all right,
Until she
you know,
threaten you. I ain't giving you no more pussy unless you
because
take
she
me
got
over
to
there.
play the long game with me if she thinks she's coming to the States. Because once you bring them to the States, now you have put her around the vultures. Like most Dominican men can't compete, or any overseas men can't compete with you financially. If they can, them girls aren't looking your way. You notice that, right? When you're overseas, like the girls that got a good man overseas, they're 9 times out of 10 they don't even look your way. Like they are so into their man, they're holding the nigga's
Yeah.
hand, they're like loving each other, right? So you ain't even gonna have a chance at them. But the ones that you do have a chance at, the Dominican men or the Colombian men, she don't want them because for some reason she's already made it up in her head that that's not the type of guy she wants or whatever. She wants to, try to, find an American man that can give her a better life. But once she get to the States, she's got to really, really like you because now she's going to become like the guys that are going, basically I'm saying is the majority of the guys that are going overseas technically ain't trying to find, most of them are just going over having fun, finding a girl, her chances of finding the amount of guys she's gonna find in this once she gets to the States is astronomically more than what she's finding in her country, you know what I mean, that are willing to take her on the way you just did, right? But now she's here. Now she's here, so she gets option of if she wants to continue with you because she's already exotic because she ain't been here. And motherfuckers smell that. Like Spanish niggas smell that. I know Spanish niggas that say, I don't like Dominican American girls. I like Dominican fresh off the boat. I talk to them all the time. They're like, we like our girls fresh off the States too. Like, we like to go get our girls from the island and bring her here. But they know the culture. They know the background of the girl. They know how to, they know what to be in tune with her to make her love her for him. Right? It's different for you. You think I was, did I tell a lie right there?
Nope.
So she like black American men, or
that happened to a nigga here, bro. He bought some bitch from DR, and the thing is, he was living with her out there first, and he had 2 kids with her, right? Brought her over here. As soon as this bitch came over here, that bitch became a buffet for all the niggas on the block, bro, because she was getting fucked, nigga. Every time he left the crib, some other motherfucker was fucking her, bro. She exactly what you said, man. Like once they get it, because the thing is, like to them, it's like that was their only option until you gave them options, plural. You understand what I'm saying? And now they got the guy. Oh, he's this, he's that. Okay, I can fuck with him. And even if I leave this motherfucker, I got this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
And most states that you go to, there's gonna be some vultures in most states. And you bring I'm sure she's somewhat cute. Like you can't see her face, but I'm sure she's cute. I'm sure she had a nice body.
No,
like,
she's beautiful, bro. Banging ass body. That's what I'm saying. She looked like a motherfucking video vixen.
So now the vultures that might come after her might be some niggas with more paper than you, better lifestyle that he can offer for you. She might do you like Forrest Gump. She might go out there, ran through for a little while, and then come back.
Yo, that was crazy. Where how we gonna start calling these niggas Forrest Gump ass niggas?
Forrest Gump ass.
All right, Jenny.
Jenny, don't do that to Jenny. Why are you doing that to Jenny?
Yeah, Forrest, I'm just gonna go get smashed for a little while, then come back. Okay, Jenny.
You know she was getting thrashed out by a nigga as soon as she.
Oh man! And then she came back with AIDS and gave it to Forrest. That's crazy.
Yeah.
She died from AIDS, nigga. Or she died from cancer. Did they ever say it? Did they? I don't even remember.
It was cancer though.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I thought she died from AIDS. I was like, no, Forrest got AIDS now.
They never clarified that part.
I mean, everybody know. Put that out there because I definitely remember that part. I just know that she came back after she finished fucking whoring around the nation. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And then came back with a kid. Talking about this your kid.
Yo,
I ain't
that's
seen this bitch in 7 years. She showed up with a fucking 8-year-old.
that be the option for some of these motherfuckers though. He obviously he's so
But you
pussy.
heard the math? You heard the math? I ain't seen her in 7. She comes back with an 8-year-old. Oh, he's mine. I know it. I know it. Don't you ever talk about Jenny like that. Wow, brother. Yeah, bro. The lot. Hey, what was that song? Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
That boy was heartbroken. He didn't talk to his family or nobody for days. He went there. Abuela ran that nigga off the fucking porch. Told that nigga, you not welcome here no more. Cause baby girl is sending that money on her own now. She's sending that money on her own. Somebody else supplying that though. They don't need
working
you.
at Starlets. She working at Starlets, nigga.
Yeah, that's where she at. They don't brought her ass up, put her in Starlets or one of these Dominican clubs up where I'm at. You know, we got these Dominican clubs up here. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, just ask Big Reed. Big Reed know. Ask Big Reed. We got like 10 of them joints up here.
Shout out Big Reed, man. What up?
Salute Big Reed, yeah, man. So I just thought this was a good
it's a good topic. That's about the space. Because you know the thing about this space is here's the thing. You either doing it secretly or you're doing it publicly. You're doing it, you're doing it basically privately to the point, or you're exposing your own business by, you know, showing yourself online how these people be doing. You understand what I'm saying? But it's happening, brother. It's happening. It's happening all around you.
Oh, it actually is happening more than we actually think. Like I didn't think that.
That's a fact. Yeah,
so
that's true. That's a hell of a statement.
Actually out here, and a lot of these dudes are actually out here falling and catching feelings for the joints that just actually be outside. Let's just say they be outside for respectful terms of the conversation. Like they be outside, You know what I mean? They be hitting them strips. They be out on Pedro. They be out in the clock tower. They be out in fucking Soy 6. And they be outside. They for the taking. And motherfuckers be actually catching feelings. Like, I'd be like, wow. Like, seriously? For that? Nah, she the one, bro. I can save her. Well, let me have a term real quick before you say
matter of fact, that's the next section of this show. What are some of the most common lines you've ever heard? She's the one. I can save her.
I can save her.
She's not like that with me.
Yeah. She treat me different. The famous one in this space is, nah, dog, she a regular girl. She was just out there.
Nah, she ain't from the Sioux.
From the Sioux. She don't work on Pedro.
She's not a working girl. She ain't from the Sioux. I didn't meet her in the Sioux. Nigga, working girls don't just work in the Sioux, nigga.
Hey, hold on 1 second, man. Let me take this. Hold it down.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, that should be funny, bro. Motherfuckers be meeting these broads. You gotta remember those who've been to the Sioux. All the girls from different parts of the island come to the Sioux. Shit, bitches from other countries that basically come in during the event times to the Sioux. So just because you ain't meeting the Sioux, don't think for 1 second she ain't out there part-timing it. You understand what I'm saying? If she ain't got a good job and she ain't got, you know what I mean? Like it's not saying all of them do that, but it's like out here in the States, like basically how they look at it is like, you know, the motherfucker, you know, when they be like, yo, take this, go ahead and pay your light bill, yo. Take this and go ahead and get your hair and nails done type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it be like when I learned out there in POP, when it was like, yo, just, you know, throw her a little something for her time because, you know, she don't want to feel like she's a working girl type shit. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, just give her a little something, nothing crazy. And I'm like, okay, but she's not a hooker though. He's like, nah, but that's what they do over here. And I was like, oh, he's like you kind of giving her something for her time, and let her know you had a good time and everything like that. I'm like, oh, okay, so it's kind of like the States when the nigga be like, oh, here, get your hair and nails done, girl. Here, go get some Uber Eats type shit. He's like, yeah, something like that. And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
all
I've
right.
done that before. I've done that before. Like I've had that happen to me before, where a joint beat where I've been around my peoples, because I got a couple peoples around the states that around the countries that are sorry, my brain was trying to finish up what I was doing and do this. I got a couple joints, a couple people that I rock with, and they'll bring some joints around, and they be like, nah, they not like working girls, and I'd be like, oh yeah, they not working girls, that's cool, and they'd be like, yeah, we just gotta give them a little something for their time, for like, for them coming through and hanging out, and it don't be what a joint be like, oh no, this is what I do, this is what I try, about. It just be, at your base, not disrespect.
It's an unspoken rule. It's spoken, but it's unspoken type shit.
Yeah,
It's kind of like how the rich niggas in New York gonna get escorts. Everybody know, like, it's legally called escorting because they're escorting you to dinner or wherever you're going. But in reality, everybody know what it is.
Yeah, for sure. Like I've had joints be like, oh, I need to pay the babysitter, and I'm like, oh, okay.
There you go. I about to say that's we coming up with some good one-liners today. Like, one line. Yeah, what they tell you? Yeah, what do you tell them? The babysitter.
The babysitter. And the babysitter needs $65, $75. Oh yeah.
I gotta pay the taxi. I live far.
He said, fact, it's real nigga shit holding down a solid woman. Yeah. Captain Lord said, wow, what it do, Captain Lord? Yeah, so what else we got? Keep going. We going with the one-liners now.
Hold on. Which one-liners are we doing now? The ones to get them money, or the nonchalant ones? Okay. Yeah, because I got my student loan payment coming up.
I had one time a joke.
If they push themselves on that classy, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? My student loan,
He said the difference is they don't demand it. Their style and grace makes us want to do it for them, versus a woman demanding you to do it. Yeah, if you got a joint over there and you rocking with them, and you know what I mean, like that's the joint you rock with every time you go there, and you sending them some shit because you want to do it there. That's your own prerogative. Like that's what you want to do. Like ain't nothing wrong with that. Like niggas spend money on their joints out here. Like they pay for hair, nails, lunch, dinner. Sometimes niggas be paying for lunch for other niggas. Ice City 510 in the building. She said she just started last week. She just started last week.
It's my first time in the suit.
My first customer.
I never did this before.
I just started last week.
My friend told me to come with her.
Yeah. This is my first time in the zoo.
That's the one right there.
I usually don't come to the zoo. Oh yeah.
That's the both lines. We can use that and they can use that. Now it's my first time in the zoo.
Yeah. As soon as they say that, I'm like, hey, where can we get some food at? They're like, oh, I know a place. It's wet. I thought you usually don't come back. He said, where you going, Molly? Man, Molly is a Columbia boy right now. I say a Columbia boy because you don't know which part of Columbia he's going to go to. Maddie or CTG.
That shit is crazy, bro.
What else we got? I like these one-liners.
Yo, chat, let them know. What other one-liners you got out there, chat? Let me see. What's another one? What you call? Wait, okay, now we throwing any one-liner out. Now we throwing any one-liner out. Any one-liner out.
Yeah, we're doing any. Just throw them out.
Okay, okay. Now, all right. Yeah, because I gotta help my friend because I already paid all my bills. So if you could, I heard that one.
She always used protection. That's a lie. You know the craziest one I ever heard was craziest one line I ever heard was and it was only heard it was created in the DR and I've only ever heard it in the DR, and that's leche papi. And that motherfucking line is so crazy.
That means hurry the fuck up. Yeah.
I heard everybody talk about it so much. Like I hate when they say, "Okay, leche papi, you leche papi."
But see, that's why it was only right. The nut word was about the leche.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It was like, oh, word, you want me to leche? So I'm gonna need 2 leches. How about now? We can talk after that. We talking now? Or we not talking? All right, now we talking time. Again, now I'm getting an extra hour on the house with the 2 leches. I'm gravy. Here you go. Great transaction. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jay Harlem, you know what I started doing?
Yeah.
I started adding the bonuses and incentives to their contract. So now they're like, oh, just for shits against my like, yo, I want a huncho to hang out with you. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's whatever. That's what you want, right? That's what I want. But if it's amazing, I might give you this.
Nigga gave her a signing bonus. She can get
What do you mean if it's amazing? I'm just saying if it's amazing, I'm gonna give you this. But they never reached the contract. It was good. It was not amazing, but it was good.
Nigga giving them the knockdown clause. Listen, you knocked me out. I got you. Hey, you know what? That's a good one though. That's a good one though. I'm not even gonna lie because they could be like, they can't say they could be like, yeah, I did. You could be like, nah, you really didn't, but I'm still giving you what we agreed upon.
Salute. He said, just move there, Molly. Okay. He said, I see JR has another job. What's up?
I'm with this face,
Salute, Billy Joe. I said, send me the 100 and I'll be yours when you come.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh my God. I'm happy. Yo, I had one. Yes, for real. What be like?
Yeah, send me the money now. Yeah, send me the money now.
Hey, Papa, you said when you say you were coming in, I'll be there Friday. Oh, okay. Hey, you think it's possible you can send me the money that we agreed to for Friday, and I will make it special for us. Like, oh yeah, it's gonna be special. I'll see how special it'll be when I get there, and I got that money for you.
What up, Smoke? What up, Trey?
Globe gave it a Ricky Williams. I be signing niggas like the Cincinnati Bengals, nigga. We go negotiate this.
That is a great addition to the net worth formula, bro. Yeah. The incentive. That is perfect. No, the incentive because it makes them work harder. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna need to smile more. I'm gonna need to feel like I just walked out this bitch like a king. Can you do that? Because if you can't.
And you're not obligated to sign. Listen, you got to rush for 1,000 yards to get this. 999. You ran for 998. You was almost there. You didn't get it. You know what I mean? It don't count. You know what I mean? And they'll be like, "What?" I had just be like, "Well, what does that mean?" And I'm like, "It's just got to be amazing." Well, how do I make it amazing?
Here's the crazy. You can use that and hustle the third leche and be like, because you'll be amazing if you give me that third leche right now. You know you got that. That's guaranteed.
Yeah, you can do whatever. It opens you up to negotiate however you want it. You know, however you want it. They want to know how to get to that. They like, oh, this nigga, he took my price and he offering more. Oh, yeah.
Listen, you give me more than 3 blowjobs.
He said, I tell you, I don't want to hear no leche before that became a king that became a commandment in the negotiation. But that's only for the DR though. That's really only for the DR, man. I've rarely had that happen.
No, I heard that happen to some motherfuckers in Colombia. I heard motherfuckers in Colombia.
I've never had that happen in Medellin or Cartagena, and I've been to Cartagena more times than most people. You know what I mean? So
it's good, family. Chilling.
You know what I mean? What up, Sunday Night Smoke in the building? What up, my guy, Capital Trey? What's good? What's good? I said I got the one-liners. You killing them right now, man. That one was good with the 100 because I think we've all.
Nah, but you know, only Ice would come up with the other one where he said that she always gives protection. I was like, who said that? Ice.
You get an X based on performance of we're giving out performance incentives out here, man. We negotiate, man. You know what I'm saying? We negotiate contracts, man. You should catch me and Elroy together. I'll lean when we was in Thailand. I would lean into this nigga like, yeah, I just negotiated a long-term deal for 2,500 baht. Long term. He's like, what?
The star contract. Yeah,
I don't
that's
like
what
that
it's
deal.
about.
Like, yeah, I just signed me a
Making the deal. Exactly. It's the art of the deal. We're gonna rewrite the art of the deal. Nigga.
Hey yo, you know what was so funny though? This nigga Elroy was so drunk. He leaned into his joint, was like, hey, my man just negotiated a better contract. You know what I mean? We gotta figure this out. This nigga leaned back
doing that. I can see him doing
it was so funny, bro. He leaned back into me. I got it on video. He leaned back into me and was like, hey, I just signed her for a veteran minimum. I say, yeah, you a fucking fool.
You ain't got no shame, bro. You don't got no shame putting the other bitch on the front line.
Participate, but I'm in the bushes. Oh man, they falling in love. They falling in love. He said, if you telling, he said, if they telling you leche papi, then that means you a cheap bastard and they got to move on to the next joint.
Exactly. Man, that means they negotiate right. Exactly. Really, exactly.
You know what? I've negotiated perfectly gay. I usually don't. I'm not a nigga that's going like, if they come within the range where I think it's cool, I'm truly not big on bargaining a motherfucker off of $20. Like I'm on the team where
we're not nickel and diming these hoes now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was just when I met Jay Harlow.
What's good, Vonnie?
He created
chilling my G,
and I just been using it.
Man.
But you could be right there. But I heard it just because we was time was timing. And I was killing her. And time was timing. And she was like, okay, let's take my man. I'm like, and I started laughing because it was funny because I had heard all y'all talk about it for so long and it had finally happened. So I started laughing. And then she was like, you let you now. I was like,
that's crazy.
That shit was funny. He said she taking her talents to Globe TTC. Yeah, come on.
Chilling.
Come sign this contract.
How's everything? Good to see you, brother.
We giving out contracts, man. Our contracts.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's what I'm saying. The formula created the contract. That's what's up. Like that. Evolutions.
Yeah, we evolve.
You know what I'm saying? Evolutions. It's all about evolving.
Yes,
adapting and evolving. That's what it's about.
He said, I pay less because you can pay more and still vet garbage service. It's all a gamble. Yeah, it is, but that's how that see Al travel.
The art of the sale. The art of the sale. Exactly. She's selling you your dream, or you getting the right contract and negotiated and got the prize. You understand what I'm saying? That's a fact.
Hey, this is what we did to eliminate the gamble. We added the incentive. Like, listen, we're gonna sign you to this guaranteed contract because all the contracts are guaranteed. So
guaranteed.
You're getting a guaranteed contract for 1 year. But if you rush for 1,000 yards, you getting this. And it
One session.
Yeah. 1 year deal. You know what I mean? You getting a 1 year contract. This contract is voided when you walk out.
Listen, you about to get this recording contract.
Now, see, hold up now. Now, the recording contract might get you in trouble. He coerced me. He coerced me in the studio by putting my career.
No, because they let you record them. When you're not putting them on live into that, you know everybody got videos. You understand what I'm saying? They let you record. They cool with it. Because they know they're not going on live into that shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, just to record there. I got plenty of those.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was saying. Yeah.
oh, that's a different beast right there. Oh, only the greats know how to do that, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you putting out those Jerry Jones contracts.
That's the Jerry. You said that's the Jerry Jones contract.
The Jerry Joneses, you know what I'm saying? The Jerry Joneses out there, you know. You gotta find out. See, this is when we find out: are you an owner or you a coach? Because them niggas that don't know how to negotiate, they just coaches.
You see, y'all see Kyrie Irving just hit him for 120 for 3 years. Oh yeah, that's Kyrie. They gonna get paid. He gonna get paid to play. Shit, KD still getting paid. LeBron still getting paid. Them niggas are old, man. They still getting paid.
KD went to Houston.
Yeah. It's a different world, nigga. The Oklahoma City Thunder won the championship. It's 2025 we living in, man. Who would have ever thought the Thunder would be NBA champions? I would.
I mean, the way they were playing the whole season, you kind of depended on that. Usually it's the flop of, oh, they did great all season and they sucked at the end. Now this one was actually, they did great all season. Oh shit, they really won. We kind of lied to ourselves as much as we've been duped throughout the seasons.
Yeah, because usually the same olds would come out of the pack eventually, no matter who was number one.
Man, I'm about to put you onto some shit right now. Pause. Yo, check this out. Did you hear about the FanDuel scandal?
Nah.
Yo, so there's this guy online, right? That they put out. You follow the sports picks. Sometimes they put out free picks or whatever, and people who follow them, they get them, right?
Uh-huh.
So this dude, he put out 7 home run for players. He puts out 7-leg parlay, 7 players to hit home runs for $10 for a plus 999. Basically you'll get 100,000 for that $10, right?
Uh-huh.
Yo, the shit hit, bro. The shit hit. So fucking FanDuel got hit from all angles to the point, because most niggas wouldn't even take all 7. They just take 2 or 3 and put a house on it. You understand what I'm saying? And so FanDuel got fucked. Then they came up with some rule out the blue saying if they can find out or connect you with any group chats or people who give out picks, they will void your betting slip.
And they voided everybody's slip.
I don't know if they voided everybody's slip, because I think everybody got paid. But I think moving forward, they're like, if this nigga puts out some picks and we see niggas that basically mimic that same ticket because we know his ticket, we're not getting paid.
Oh, so they're gonna basically say they're gonna try to do like a web, like, all right, if this nigga hit and a bunch of other people hit with the same ticket, we ain't gonna.
Yep. That's what they said. Yep. So I think that's some sore loser shit. So you could take niggas' money all day. You could take everybody's Halliburton's bet when he got injured and not void that though, right? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's part of the game. But y'all motherfuckers lose and y'all want to create these bullshit rules. Fuck y'all. That's what, right there, that should make niggas stop gambling right there already.
Man, we've been on.
So we used to cook up, we've been doing that. But if we cook up a fucking sick parlay, like remember that we went 24 for 25, my nigga? Yo,
yeah.
Nigga, that's what I'm saying. It's some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That they pulled the rug under everybody and made Buffalo lose. You understand what I mean? It's shit like that.
Hey,
so they mad when the motherfuckers get over.
We've been on these one-hit joints.
Mm-hmm.
Man, bro, these one-hit joints been coming. We had like the last one we did we've been doing them on Sunday because you get enough stats for the series for the Sunday game. Bro, we've been at like 95, 98%. Last Sunday we missed by 1. We went 15 for 16.
Nice.
Nigga, these one-hit joints, boy, they gonna pop before the season over.
Yeah, I've been hearing about those because them shits you just gotta put a good little amount of money if you don't want to go crazy, just like the no hits.
Like you only like this one we just put it was 50. It was like $50. We all put in like everybody put in like 20, 15, 20, 10, like, and that shit be like fucking 18 grand.
Nice. Yo, that's some shit we gotta do for the space. Yo, get the sports betting camp together and everybody throwing like $5-10 and we make like one ticket.
$10.
Word. Yeah, we need to start that shit for real.
Put in like a 2 or 3 legger, but put a bunch of bread on it. What?
Yeah, if I got like 10, 20 motherfuckers on that fucking ticket, just bang.
Or even like a 5-6 legger, but with good money on it.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Definitely. Yeah, he turned $10 into 100,000, bro. He got 7 people to pick home runs, so the odds of those 7 to, I mean, it's really not unbelievable, especially if you got some home run hitters, and he did. The people he picked were home run hitters.
Troy King, like, what up? Yeah, that home run shit it pay out if you can.
Yeah. Like Ohtani stay paying out. The percentages of him not hitting a home run, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta package Ohtani with a good bunch of people because they don't pay out on Ohtani by himself.
You gotta package him with a money line, bro, or no runs in the first. That's it. A little 2-legger.
You gotta put some bread on that, man.
You know, nigga, you got put money to make money, man.
We missed the one hitter by one, bro. One nigga.
Yeah, the other day, Halliburton fucked up my ticket, nigga. I had remember game 6, I had the Pacers money line. I knew they were gonna win. I had Halliburton +3, and I had Halliburton +15. They sat this nigga out with 14 points, bro. Yeah, he fucked up a whole stack for me, bro. I could have won a stack on this stupid ass nigga, bro. And then I was like, I hope they fucking lose, yo. Going to sit him down for what? He ain't gonna be the savior of the game. And look what happened. Choke, nigga. Fuck out of here. Fucking up people's ticket. And they do that shit on purpose.
Nigga, in 2023, I paid for all my trips. I swear to y'all, I paid them. I can show y'all. 2023, I paid for all my trips off FanDuel. Remember, you can go back to my lives. I used to always say trips are sponsored by FanDuel. This trip is sponsored by FanDuel. Like I used to always say that back in 2023 on the lives. Man, we had this fucking system down pat in 2023 for the parlay for football, where you take the nigga like Jamar Chase, take him for, if they giving out 80 or 100 on him, we've taken a nigga for like 50, 60.
Yeah, you got it's like moving the points. Yeah, it's like taking like remember what I used to do? Take the favorite and move them over to the underdog.
And move them.
Yeah, exactly.
We were doing like 15 leggers and motherfuckers.
And then just dump it. Yeah.
Because it's all niggas that's gonna get us. We was at halftime. At halftime, they were offering us cash outs, right? Nigga, 2025, this last football season, bro, we didn't hit not one. We got one, came fucking real close. The Steelers game, man, for 7,600. I won't forget it, man. The motherfucking George Pickens killed us, bro. We needed 40 from that nigga. That nigga had a goose egg.
Oh, man. And that's what I'm saying. They be knowing, too, though. They know where the money at. You know what I'm saying? This shit is all done by computers now. Every time the bet is put in, they know where it's going. They know how much they're going to lose. They know all that shit.
Nigga, we killed him in 20. Man, we killed him on the. Remember the Eagles? That was the year of the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl where the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Remember that one with Patrick Mahomes and Isaiah Pacheco and Kadarius Toney?
Yeah.
We hit off the anytime touchdown with Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, Isaiah Pacheco, and fucking Jalen Hurts, bro. We hit off of that motherfucker, bro. That shit was for like 8 bands, that parlay. That was the best Super Bowl ever, bro. That's how it was. The trips it was a lot easier. Niggas was like, yo, you spent so much money on your trips. You know, yeah, FanDuel was paying for a lot of that shit, bro. Not this year. Them niggas cooked my ass.
Man, I'm trying to get to pay for my Thailand trip.
Oh man, that time. You know what though? For 17 days in Thailand, bro, the flight was 50% of what I spent in Thailand for 17 days.
Yeah, but how you feel? You heard about that? They outlawed cannabis. You can only smoke and get cannabis if you got a fucking medical card now. Hear that shit? So how that's gonna affect the fucking everything with the hotels and all that shit now?
I couldn't tell you because when I was out there, that shit was like the Wild West.
That's what I'm saying. Now the niggas, you can't even smoke in the street no more. None of that.
It was bud everywhere, man. That shit was like the Wild West. Every corner, crevice, alley, back alley, street, that they had it, bro. So I don't know. That's crazy to think that they would do that, and how they would do that with the amount of it that's out there. I don't know how that's gonna look, bro. That would put a minor damper on it, but not for us. It would put a damper for other people. We would just, but shit, man.
I'm saying because like I'm trying to go out there in October, and the shit is like I was talking to Marg about that shit, and I was like, yo, that could affect my decision on the trip. But then he had a point. He was like, nigga, he was like, DR weed is illegal and you still be getting it and smoking it over there. I was like, true.
I wouldn't let that deter you, bro. Like I wouldn't let it deter you. You got enough advisors that you can advise.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna touch down, I'll be all right.
But I advise you to go. That's what I advise you to. I advise you to not change your mind based upon anything you hear about that. Because you'll be fine. Trust me, it's too plentiful. Even if they say you can't get it out there, bro, that's gonna make it easier for you to get it. Because that shit gonna become too plentiful. It'll be in your hands at that point, because now it'll be at your mercy of, like right now they be taxing motherfuckers out there because it is legal. If it become illegal, they ain't gonna be able to tax you no more. They gonna have to keep, man, go there. You got to go there, bro. That motherfucker, bro. I can't go back because like right now, because it cut up too much of my time. Bro, it like shut me down for March, April, and damn near. I had to wait all the way to the end of May to take a trip to not for financial reasons, for fucking time.
Yeah.
That 2 weeks felt like a month. It felt like I was locked away from everybody for like a month, but it was great. Nigga, that was the best trip one of the best trips I've ever been on. Like that motherfucking Thailand. It's everything everybody said plus more. Like it. If I had to vote on it, I would say it exceeded my expectation, bro. Extra exceeded my, like it was like a 12 out of 10 on a fucking scale of 10 to 10 out of 10. It was a 12. Like it deserved bonus points, like extra credit. Like you did that. Like that motherfucker was him, bro.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. All right. Now,
yes.
Or do you like Asian women?
At first I wasn't attracted to them. Like I didn't think I was gonna be attracted to them. No, like, but I did not like Asian women though. So I didn't go into it saying I didn't like Asian women. They grew on me as I got addicted to getting ready for the trip and was just watching shit. And I'm like, all right, I changed my palette. I didn't go into Thailand looking for Latina women. But it shocked me when I got there that their shapes it was a lot more shape out there than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be all flat japs and pancakes. And it was a lot of flat backs and straight up and down and, just bone on bone. But there was a large amount of joints that had, I like them cupcake joints, and there were some bad joints, like some joints out there that you were like, there was no way you could look at them and be like, they're not beautiful. Like there was just, it was different, bro. It was different. It was a different breed. And that's what I can say to you. Like you can't go into it expecting a Latino, or you got to go.
No, it's not that. I look at it like on my palette, it's not that I'm not attracted to them. They would be just on the bottom of the list.
I know how
you understand what I'm saying?
I know how like you like to move because I've been on a trip with you. bro, you gonna be in heaven, bro.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's your temperature, bro. You gonna be in heaven, bro, because you similar, bro. Yes, bro. From the massages all day long, and I'm not talking about no massages that like people here like, oh, you niggas was getting massages all day. Y'all are weird. Like it's not what you think, motherfucker. Like waking up and just being able to get your feet massaged after you just blew a whole fucking pre-roll on the walk of some gas, and you just ate a good breakfast. And you just blew a pre-roll. Now you about to go sit down with. I had my headphones on. I was listening to Janae Cole while they was massaging me for an hour. I was falling asleep, waking up like they not bothering me, but I had been asleep for like an hour more, and they just left me there. Didn't take nothing, touch nothing, bro. I passed out like, holy shit. Woke up like I'm tripping, feeling for shit. They like, relax. Your stuff is right here. And I'm like, oh, and then I just started doing that, like getting a full body massage and just passing out.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It was that good and affordable.
Bro, the food, bro, I gained 20-some pounds.
Really?
I was
Just
out of
eating that
control.
good?
Bro, the food was insane. And it was
Because I remember when you went to that steak place. I remember that.
Man, bro, I was eating everything. Steak, lobster, shrimp,
Wagyu everything.
Wagyu, burger, everything, bro. Thai food. I was smoking while I was eating. That made it worse because they would let you smoke it. Right, it was, bro, that place was, I don't know what to say. Go. Fast. That motherfucker hit. And you had to kick the joints out. Like I had to like be like, yo, we about to meet up and shit. So, all right, you want to get up? These motherfuckers would be sleep till like fucking, or they be fucking like get up and be like, all right, what you about to do? And I'm like, they like, oh, I don't know what you doing. And I'm like, get the fuck out. Like, it's like 4:00 in the afternoon.
But you gotta think about it though. They probably like the chicas in DR. Where they gonna go? They rather be there. You understand?
Man, I didn't really find. There was only one that I rocked with pretty much the whole time. It was just because she was just dope. She was just a dope person to be around, and she had a special magic tricks that she did. But she was just dope to be around. It was good, man. I love Thailand. That's the best I can tell you is that I love it. But I can't go back. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the best one night stand you ever had. And you hope to see her one more time ever again. But that motherfucker was too far, bro. He said time is currency. Just got to Flushing, J. Harlem. You get your massage there. He said Sound Globe was getting the Rello massage at the special.
Oh, hey, yo.
Hey, a couple times I definitely got a it just happened a couple times.
That's what's so crazy. You know what's funny, Brooklyn Prophet? There's so many spots in Queens, bro, like the Colombians and all that. I've never participated in none of the manga in the States. That's what's so crazy. I go to AC all the time, bro, and I never picked up no shorty from AC. It's so funny. So like I like go out of the States to even do some shit. Like that was funny. I remember when I did that.
Let me tell you something, Jay. I got back from Thailand, right? I was addicted. I needed a fucking foot massage, bro. I was addicted to foot massage, bro. I had just got a foot massage every day, 2 times a day for 17 straight days. So I needed one, bro. So I found a place they did foot massage. I paid $50 for a 1-hour foot massage. It was garbage. I was mad. Bitch was hurting my feet. I was hot. I wasn't going to sleep. I'm like, this is whack. This is the garbagest foot massage I ever got. But like, I was showing the bitch videos from Thailand. Like, look at this foot massage. You see it? Like, bro.
But that's like showing your new bitch how your ex bitch used to suck you off type shit, Paul.
I paid you though. I paid for this. Like fuck you, bitch. I just paid for this shit. It's garbage. You hurting the inside of my feet and shit, doing some kind of weird shit. The lotion, the oil that you using ain't even oiling no more. Like that shit feel like sandpaper. Like,
Oh man.
this is whack.
He got the sandpaper massage.
You go away all the time, Jay.
You go where all the time? To AC, Atlantic City.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah,
that's why I go make my money, man.
I like AC. I be at
Yeah,
AC a lot.
shit, I was just there, bro. Had a good time, bro.
Yeah, I love AC. It's not like it used to be, but it's still a good time.
Yeah, they dying out there, bro. That's why you gotta take advantage.
Yeah, we used to go. We used to do a vacation, a 7-day family vacation every year from like 2000 all the way up to like 2015, 14, 15. We would do it. And we would go to AC, Ocean City, New Jersey, or Ocean City, Maryland, or Wildwood, or Virginia Beach. We would just pick a new place every year. That should be dope.
Mm-hmm. But that was the thing with the AC trips. Remember, I was like, because I was going all the time. It would be to the point that even my coworker was like, "Man, you need to take one of those trips off and just go to DR because it basically come out to the same price. If I'm taking a stack out there to play with, I could use that stack, buy my round trip ticket, pay for my Airbnb, and I already got money. You know what I'm saying? So I could pay for my little, you know what I'm saying? I already know how to move out there, so that's how I was always doing those little trips, getting away for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
Mavericks draft Cooper Flag. Yeah, we knew that. We definitely knew that. Bandana, my guy. What up? What up? What up? Salute to my guy, Bandana. That's my dog right there. Salute to you, man. Bandana, you gonna be CTG August? CTG August around Labor Day. I'm gonna be out there early though. We're going back for part 2. We're going back for part 2.
I'm gonna dip off. I'm gonna try to catch this nap before work.
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
I'm gonna holler at you later, man.
Yeah, I'm
For
gonna finish
sure. Y'all
this.
stay up, man.
Appreciate you, man. Man, I appreciate all of them coming through and helping with the topic. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna finish this. We gotta, I still got a whole one, so it's gonna take me a little bit to finish it. And then I'm gonna call it one, man. I just wanted to kick it back up here with y'all, man. I wanted to give you, talk about this topic, find the love overseas. So you think ain't no love, dummy. He said, oh, what's AC? Atlantic City. Yeah, Atlantic City. He said, I will be in the building, Globe. All right, word. I won't be so occupied this time, man. I had so many. So much people, man. I appreciate everybody coming out to Memorial Day weekend, man. I had, obviously the Goodfellas was already out there, man, but I had, my group that came with me, and then I had a couple other people that specifically tailored their trip to come out there and ride with your boy, man. So that was dope, man. It's always good to have people that just, want to rock with you and want to be on these trips, and go during the times that you go or your people go. And it just shows that we some good motherfuckers and we have good, we always have a good time, man. So definitely got to catch us on one of these trips, man. We always having a fucking blast. We some wild boys for sure. Make sure you understand that when you come. You want some calm shit, you could be calm. But just remember, we some wild boys, man. But when you going, Globe, to CTG, we doing pretty much, if you come out there Labor Day, anytime, before Labor Day weekend, like days before Labor Day weekend, and then leading into Labor Day weekend, you will run into me because I'll be out there around that time. But I'll be leaving at the, the early tail end of Labor Day weekend. I'm just going to be out there just enough to be out there for while everybody's out there Labor Day weekend, but I'll be gone because I'm going to be out there for 10 days, but I'm doing my 10 days ahead of everybody. But my trip will end during Labor Day weekend. Like I'll be there for that whole weekend, and then I'll get up out of there early. But yeah, CTG was so dope. I just have to run it back, man. Even though I got a trip to the DR coming up, hopefully, you know what I mean? I don't have to cancel it again. Had to cancel it, this time, you know what I mean? For work reasons and personal reasons. It was a Category 5 storm, motherfucking hit me of you're canceling this trip. Like anybody that know me, that talk to me, know I will do everything I can to not press that cancel button. Like I will try everything, but it was a catastrophic fucking meltdown. Right, Monday came and I went to work all chicken and dancing, like, ooh, I'm going to the DR Thursday afternoon. Oh my God, I can't wait. One machine broke, two machine broke, three machine broke. Fucking the outlet that I use, I'm just gonna say the outlet that I use for garbage disposal cut me off, which means I gotta manage a certain amount of tonnage in a building that I'm not supposed to manage a certain amount of tonnage in. If you just to make a long story short, then two personal things happen. Boom, boom, and I'm like, yo, I'm canceling this fucking trip, man. So it always sucks. I know if anybody else had to cancel trips, that has got to be the suckiest shit ever. Is to cancel a trip, bro. That shit be whack, bro. Especially when you wake up to work that next day and you're supposed to be waking up on the beach. Oh, I was pissed. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be going to the DR here in a couple. Memorial Day weekend was live out there, bro. Facto, yeah. I kind of let her go, but as I'm looking at her in the distance now, that was one of them ones, man. That was definitely one of them ones, man. I had two back-to-backs, even though we've only done two so far, man. It's crazy to think Globe only completed two trips so far, but Thailand took it out of me, bro. Thailand destroyed my whole entire ability to go, and it, like I said, it wasn't for financial reasons. It was just time and planning for that trip destroyed my travel schedule. He said that dude thought he'd find love in the DR. She just wanted the green card and left. And the dude, and he said, and then the dude that was missing. Yeah. That's exactly what she did, man. I'm to the conclusion that she was playing him all along. She either had a dude already in the States, or she met someone while she was here that came along and showed her something more flashier. You know what I mean? Something better. You know what I mean? But she was up. More than likely, she had family here. She had friends here. She had a better establishment here than he thought. And, like it said in the article, the minute they got to the States, there was problems. So that just goes to show you that she truly did not, she was not into him truly. She was just doing what she had to do to get what she needed. And if a lot of people, I think if you would go into it, I'm not saying do like we do, like I said, man, I go on these trips, even though they be, all y'all do is monitor. A lot of times I go on these trips because one, I need to just relieve some stress. Like my job is pressure packed. So I just need to relax for a minute. I want to go ride jet skis. I want to go eat some good food. I want to be around some beautiful joints. I want to listen to good music, vibe out, and just let everything go so I can get back and grind. For right now, I could give a fuck less about trying to love some joint that I can barely understand right now or communicate with on a personal level and understand them on a level that would entertain the fact that I would want to see this person every single day and wake up with him. Like, you got to really process all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? And a lot of these dudes don't do that. The only thing that they're processing is what's going on at that moment in time. And, it's all lust. It's supposed to feel good. It's supposed to be fun because that's all it is in those moments when you're going on these trips. Even if you're able to go out there for months on end, till you break it down to its core and truly understand who the fuck you're dealing with, man, you don't know their ulterior motives or what they got going on or when you leave, man, I'm telling you, bro, I be tied in with people. Like, I fuck with the people out there, like, and they fuck with me, especially in CTG, man. I be seeing these same joints in barrio clubs, nigga, and they niggas be falling in love with them, and they be fucking letting the whole neighborhood slash for whatever reasons. He probably knew She wasn't in love, but he didn't care. Green ass lover boy. I think he did care. I think he truly bit the apple, bro. I think he truly thought that girl really was in love with him, especially once she married him. You know what I'm saying? Especially once she married him. Especially once she married him, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want, ultimately. That's the Super Bowl for them. Like, to get a motherfucker to marry them so they can get the green card, they don't give a fuck about divorcing you. That shit is easy for them. They just want the establishment. You done paid all that money to get them established, and now they're established, and you think that they just gonna, that they truly love, like, man, what? No. And that's why I say you gotta, spend some time with the joints. Vet them out. Like, no one's saying you can't go over there and find you something. No one's saying this. Oh, well, what are you saying? I just gotta fuck with joints on, I don't like doing that. I like to find me something and chill with them. All right, that's cool. Do that. But one, try not to fall in fucking love immediately. And two, if you do, nigga, to at least try to vet them out for a while. You know what I mean? Spend some time over there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of getting them a green card, get them some type of visiting visa. What the fuck is my son doing? Jesus Christ. This nigga just went across the fucking floor like this nigga's crazy. Holy shit. I don't know what the hell he's doing. It's not even Friday night, nigga. This is a Wednesday. I love all my hoes. Hey, you can love them. But just know, while you loving them, when you leave, someone else is loving them too. You ain't the only one. I know a lot of us would like to think that you are, but I'm here to tell you that you ain't. That you ain't, man. That you ain't. Trust me. Trust me. They might like when you're there. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to remember, when you're there, there's no fucking, I don't have to worry about nothing. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. But it's like, in this moment in time, they know they don't got to worry about how they going to get this bread this week. They know where it's coming from this week. My nigga's in town. And he's only going to be in town for 7 days. So, Enrique is willing to look the other way. Enrique is willing to look the other way for a moment while she get that bread from you. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to leave it for what it is. This motherfucker thought he found him one. I think it's funny when they said that nigga came home, it wasn't nothing left. That boy came home, it wasn't nothing left. Look at that boy. Hold up, let me say it to you. Look at that boy. That boy was happy, bro. That boy was happy. Look at that boy. That boy was happy on his wedding day. That boy was happy. That was a happy look. You know what I'm saying? Got the familia. And look at her shape. You could definitely tell she was beautiful. She got a good shape to her. So you could tell she was nice. They blurred out her face. I would love to truly see what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? But they said that boy was like this. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up. They said that boy came home like this, bro. Hold on. The commercial. Let the commercial go through. They said that boy came home like this, bro. That boy been working a 12-hour shift. He was getting rice and beans cooked every night. He had a beautiful Dominican from the island. He was probably getting it every single night. You know what I mean? He was loving it. What the hell? He was loving it. He was getting it every night. Every single night. They said that boy came home like this, y'all. Hold on, let me share it. They said that boy came home to like this. They said that shit was like this. The boy went right to the top, went straight to the airport. That boy turned the lights off and went straight to the airport. He said they all mad because I got other hoes. Yeah, that's how my roster be. That's how my roster be. They be like, so if I be like, I always lie when I'm coming. That's just what I do. You know what I mean? I always be lying. I'll lie when I'm coming. If I know say I'm coming on Thursday, I'll say, they'll be like, oh, when you land? I'll be like, oh, I land Friday. Right? That way I can play around with how I'm, I might not even want to I might even not want to mess around with the roster. But after about a day or two, they'll start getting angry, like, oh, you're here? And I'll be like, yeah, I just got here yesterday. And they'll be like, oh, you're here, but you didn't call me yet. And I'll be like, I'll call you when I want to see you, all right? They'll be like, okay. Just make sure you call me then, okay? I'm like, y'all motherfuckers think I'm not one of them. I don't give a fuck if you get mad. Get mad. I got what you want. What Nate say? Not right now. I treat them. Listen, they don't. You gotta remember, bro. That's just why it's not cold hearted. Like I treat everybody with respect and dignity. It's just I want to play the same game you play. Like I want to play. Why can't I play the game? Y'all are playing the game, so I play the game right along with them, and we get along. You know what I'm saying? We get along very well. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We get along very well. I live by these principles, man. You know what I'm saying? I live by these principles right here. I live by these principles right here. If you need to know, like, all right, so Globe, how do I do that? How do I not have any feelings for these joints? You gotta be just watch this scene right here. Oh no, not this one. Hold up, my bad. This one.
However you go, and wherever you go, your AAA membership is along for the ride.
Damn, Jesus.
Andrews.
That was premium package. You gotta do it like this. Let me fast forward. Let me fast forward to we get Nate.
So I'm like,
Oh, you
gotta do it like this.
Yeah. I told you needed to get with somebody who could help you.
Nate, before I come work for you,
Yeah.
I need an advance. There's a little problem that I need to fix.
See, this whole scene, look, hold up. This whole scene will help you. So you heard how she said, I need an advance. So when they ask you for some money up front, you just gotta do it like Nate. Watch.
There's a little problem that I need to fix.
Oh, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I can do that. But I mean, Stoney Newsom got to give me a reason to do that. You know what I mean?
And what would that be?
Oh, come on now, you know.
Watch this part. Right here.
No. Let's go for a ride, huh?
So when do I get my advance?
Oh, I don't know. Tomorrow, maybe the day after.
Look, Nate, before I do this, I want my check.
Hey, whoa, look. You're not getting no check from me until I'm done, you understand?
This ain't right. It's not even worth it.
See, Nate didn't fold. Cards is in Nate's hands. He didn't fold.
I really need this money, Nate.
I need this money, Nate. You gotta do it like Nate. Ray Elroy in the building. I'm in the buy, Nate. Ray Elroy in the building. I can't hear him. He said, dude should have went to his lawyer to get that marriage and all. She went back home. She didn't want to in the States. Nah, she didn't. That's the thing, Brooklyn. She didn't go home. She didn't. It said nothing about her going home. He went back to the DR to get her folks to convince her to come back to the marriage. She left. She cleaned the house out. His dad on TV basically said, my son is a simp. Yeah, I'm in a bind, Nate. Entanglement. Yeah, man. That Nate. What up, Elroy?
My fault, man. I'm late, man. I went out to eat with my sister and shit,
It's all good, man.
And I didn't want her to hear your fucking madness of what you were talking about.
It's all good, man. Now we're talking about how that scene from Set It Off could help a lot of these niggas in the travel space, man. You just gotta be like Nate. That's how I do. Nate was respectful the whole time. Nate wrote her the check, but Nate
Why is this vehicle so big, yo? Shit is crazy.
What the fuck is that?
Oh,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Elroy got
I'm with my family. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You got background static.
How much?
Oh, we just can hear what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of missed everything. I was eating Mongolian barbecue. Doing what we do.
Yeah, we kind of done. We just kind of segue through that now. We're just talking about how Nate can help people out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm in a bind, Nate. Some other time. Funny. Well, what?
Oh no, go ahead. No, I'm driving. I apologize, brother.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of background noise, man. We can hear you driving.
I'll go on mute.
All right. Oh yeah, man. Well, Elroy don't showed up late now. We don't talk about finding love overseas. So you think ain't no love, dummy? Ain't no love. You know what I mean? Look more to guys like Nate, man. That's how you need to be. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find no love overseas that you can't find in the States. That's the moral to the story is. If you was a sucker here, you was a sucker over there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever problems you got here, gonna follow you over there. That's the moral of whatever. Like, that situation that guy went through is kind of the moral of it don't matter where you go. You know what I mean? Finding love is the same around the world. The difference is culture and language, and that's pretty much the differences. You think you're gonna get treated any better just because you went and found someone overseas that you didn't find no connection with, that you didn't build with? Obviously, he didn't build with that girl. Obviously, he didn't have no true connection with her, or she wouldn't have left the nigga the minute she got her green card and got to the States and cleaned his house out. She was in it for the establishment in the United States, and she was in it for the money and the opportunity that he could provide her for the leg up that she needed to get going in the States. That was it. You know what I mean? That was the moral to that whole entire segment. I appreciate Jay Harlem for pulling up. Yeah, Elroy, you pulled up towards the end, man. I was closing this out.
Oh, okay. Well, it ain't no such thing as love. So I don't understand why y'all, even think about what love is. It's not really anything. It doesn't exist.
Nope.
That's how the only person gonna love you unconditionally is yourself and your mama. So everybody else is opportunists, whether it's your friends or female or whatever it is. So most people are infatuated with not being alone. So I get it, but there's no such thing.
No.
That's my only take on it. Like, really, you know,
Yeah.
especially most people have opportunities, male or female, they have opportunities.
Yeah. Especially someone in a situation where you change their situation. You can't gauge truly if they're truly into you because you provided them a leg up instantly, because you can definitely tell that's what he did. I mean, obviously we didn't hear that, and I'm sure hopefully I would love to get some more backstory on this one, and hopefully an interview comes out with more backstory on it. But it all points to the same stuff that we hear about situations like this of dudes going overseas thinking they could find love. I just always debunked that whole entire scenario because people feel like they can hide their flaws by going overseas. Listen, it doesn't change. The love is love, motherfucker. Like, love didn't change just because you got on a fucking airplane and changed fucking time zones. Like, culture changed, language changed, upbringing and background changed, but love is still love. A motherfucker still gotta accept you for who you are. How can someone accept you for who you are if they truly don't know who you are? That was the moral of my topic for today, and I think we got it down. You know, and it was good. This was good. You know, I appreciate everybody that pulled up, everybody that put their input in on the topic. Elroy was busy, but Jay Harlem popped up and held it down. It was a good conversation, man. Give us some more, Elroy. We still got some more time, man. Give us more of your take on this. We still got a couple people in the building.
Hey, well, you know, for me, you know,
This has great playback.
Say what?
I said keep going because this still has great playback. Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna have
like I said, everything is opportunity. Whether just look at it as opportunities. So if you can change somebody's situation, you know, with a meal or some change or hey, whatever you're doing, because I really don't know, you know, but it's just an opportunity for them, and they take it. Because if you actually see how people eat and how people survive, on the left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, it's just a great. It's like a job.
Word, man.
Well, and they're interviewing, and I'm interviewing.
I definitely appreciate everybody that pulled up today.
Hey, because you know why it's crazy? For a person, if it's love, right? For a person who don't have shit, like I meet like you know a bunch of them or whatever. But for a person who don't have shit, they ask you what you do for a living. Oh, so what do you do? No, bitch, what the fuck do you do? You who stay in a fucking tent house and shit and brick walls, like, you know, my shit's solidified. I don't know what the fuck you do. What can you offer me? What value can you bring? And most of them bitches over there don't have any fucking value. They don't bring that to the table. That's the sad part about it. You know, and there's no disrespect intended. They just don't have any value besides box. And if that's what you want to marry, box, you can get that anywhere.
We saw
Is that wrong with you saying that?
No, that's not. I mean.
Yeah. No, hey, they might look good, but they have no value. They cannot make you a better person.
Well, that's what I mean. A lot of these dudes are falling in love with a face and a false persona of going on vacation and thinking that they found the right one. Oh, I found Mrs. Right in my 2-week vacation or my week vacation. Like, no, the fuck you didn't. You fucking didn't. You got exactly what you were exposed to get. Like, if when you go to Vegas and you're like, man, I had a great time in Vegas. It was amazing. It was wild. That was what you were supposed to. That was the outcome that Vegas made for you to have. They make it for you to think that you know this is a place where you can come and just live out your fucking fantasies and live high life and win all this money and all that. That's the lure. The same lure is being lured on you in this situation as well. The opportunity is what happened to this brother, and it was he thought that this he had found Mrs. Right. She married him. She came to the States. He felt like everything was everything, and he came home one day and everything was gone. Everything. She took the dog. She didn't even leave the dog. She didn't even leave the dog.
I understand.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's what you want, but not what you want at the same time. You know
This
what I
was a
mean?
good, yeah.
You know, hey, you're gonna get the look. You're gonna get the high sex drive.
And then
You think then what?
yeah.
Uh,
What happens on what happens on the random fucking Tuesday when you're not worried about none of that and you're just coming home and you have nothing in common with this joint or this girl or this woman that you married from a different country, and it's just a random Tuesday and you're not thinking about none of that. You're not thinking about all of that you just named off, and it's just a random ass Tuesday night and you have nothing in common or you know nothing about her true personality or what truly makes her want to, makes you like her or love her or marry her. You just married her because she was beautiful. You thought she was everything that you thought that you want. No, you didn't understand the fucking true meaning of you married a face and a body, and she married a fucking green card. That was the transaction.
well, that's always the transaction, no matter if you marry in America or if you marry overseas. And my sister saying whatever, just because my sister got her life together, 95% of these women don't. So hey, she's in the background like whatever. Yeah, you semi-rich, I get it. But
Always a
hey,
transaction.
but the majority of these brides, and you know what? And hey, now you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about you because I really want to.
All right, I'm out of here. You can talk about me.
You know?
Bye.
Yeah. No, not in a bad way. It just using for example. Let me cut this off. But like I said, it's all opportunists. And when it's not opportunists no more, they call them a snap because they get rid of their ass.
Dudes just got to remember this, man. Going overseas does not change anything. And I never portrayed that, pushed that off. I know that. I'll tell you right now. I know that. I know what it is. It
Right.
is what it is. I'm playing the game. I'm in the game, coach. Put me in.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, we can talk freely now. Away from family.
Oh, I
Hey,
was
but
talking to you the whole time.
yeah, but yeah, man, all that shit's opportunity, man. Hey, these niggas is all fucked up. If they think these bitches belong to them, so be it. Don't no bitch belong to you. At the end of the day, like you don't belong to no bitch. So, hey, I don't get it. They go over there, fall in love. Hey, don't ask me. It is what it is. It's a vacation, or it's a trip, or it is what it is. I don't know. I'm just living life. You know, I ain't going over there catching no feelings. I'll leave that shit for somebody else. Now, am I enjoying it? Am I having a great time? You know,
Yes.
hey, I'm like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. Before he found Holly Berry. Oh man, that's a nice name. But once I bust a nut, that shit over with. All the feelings is just, hey, it just flows out. Like, yo, you not gone yet? Like, why you still fucking here? That's
Yeah.
why. That's the only thing I hated about Thailand. All right, and then with some joints, you know. But yeah, I want you gone. I don't want to catch feelings. I say that shit for the suckers, for the fucking suckers. If you a sucker, don't get mad at me. Get mad at yourself. You know, cause I ain't catching no fucking feelings. But we got suckers out here, and it's okay to be a sucker.
How do you catch feelings for someone that that it started off with a monetary transaction? let's speak in general. So, could you fall in love with someone that was the first time y'all ever met? It was a monetary transaction that was involved for her time.
No, because at the end of the day, it's still me coming out the pocket. So no, I couldn't even fall in love with a bitch when I just bought her a fucking meal.
Like, say you met her, right? And you met her on Tinder, and you're like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try this joint out." We really had a good connection on the phone. Like, I'm gonna do this, right? You meet up with her, but you all agreed to a cost per her time, right? And then you get with her, and you like, man, this was the greatest experience. Like, she was everything I thought she was gonna be. Like, this is the build a girl that I've been waiting for. Like, could you look past the simple fact that like 10 years from now your kids are like, Dad, how did you meet mommy? I paid her.
Hey, that's the. Hey, it's possible.
Could
You know, and it
you
happens.
could you?
You know, no, it happens all. You know what?
And I'm not
I
saying
would.
if you met a girl and in past times she might have, you know, been doing some shit. But I'm talking about you physically paid her yourself, and then you
Oh,
felt
basically.
feelings for her.
Well, it's two possible scenarios you can look at that, okay, and be
All right,
mentally okay.
let's go.
All right. All right. One possible scenario is it depends on how you think now, because you really got to think about outside the box. You A guy could be like, well, at least I know she was a hoe, right? And she had a lot of men, or yada yada yada. Or you could always, you know, find one on the street, not one on the street, but church or whatever, and you don't know if she was a hoe. But and she lied to you, said she only been with 3 people, but she could have been with 30, maybe 40.
Mm.
You know, so to be honest, it's really no different except you know that she's a hoe, and then the other side is she's mentally fucked up and always asking you fucking questions because she's damaged from other niggas, of what they did to her or past relationships. And so you already know she's a hoe because she's always asking because she's been violated so many times, you know. So
Mm.
it just depends
Well,
on how you look at it.
well, guess
Or
what?
you or you can look at it from my point of view, like, you know what, I don't think marriage is for me anymore. Um, I'm good. But yeah, it definitely depends on how you look at it, you know, because you could actually go into a situation and she could be a reformed hoe, you know.
Mm.
You know, a lot of girls don't want to do prostitution, but that's their only form of income because either they can make $8 a day or $12 a day or what they're doing, or they can actually go sell some, or what is it? What is it? SW. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
SW, sex worker. So
Mm-hmm.
they could do SW work, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
SW, and then they can actually supply for their whole family. So they don't look at it that way. They actually look at it as jobs. It is a real fucked up way to look at things. Okay, so for me, I can't look at it too far and too deep. I just say, you know, if I choose that route, I'll just enjoy the time and I'll move on. No emotional feelings. Hey, it was an amazing time, yada yada yada. Or it could be even a regular girl, because a regular girl is going to cost you more in the long run than a sex worker. It just depends on how you want to look at it. It depends on your spectrum of view on how you see things
Well,
as on your experience level.
guess what I say about that?
That's about it.
Guess what I say about that?
What's that?
On, on the next episode with your boy Globe, we're going to talk about this here ending topic that we brought up. Could you, and we're talking to you and everybody else that's gonna participate in this next conversation, because today's conversation I thought was dope. Could you actually fall in love with someone that in the beginning y'all's coming together or y'all's encounter or y'all's time was built off of monetary transaction. Could you
But
look at that?
to be honest, it's always built off of
I get
monetary.
it, and this is why we're
When
going to debate it.
when you dating a female, it's always monetary. It's always, and especially if it's the one you want, it's
Well, we can
always
segue.
monetary.
We
You know,
want to segue off of that from
because you
yeah.
definitely can fuck the one you don't really want and spend no money. You know, and what I mean the one you don't really want is the one that you would fuck but you wouldn't pick, as in just a girl in the mall and she's a 5 and nobody's really fucking with her. Yeah, you don't got to spend too much money to fuck with her. She probably could take motherfucking Wendy's and would be fucking happy because nobody's doing anything for her. But it's always the one you want, okay? You understand me? The one you fucking want, whether it's in America or any other country, it's going to cost you. But the one you really don't fucking want, the one that's not going to get you aroused, well, I ain't say not aroused, but the one that you ain't gonna go out your way to fuck, yeah, the one that you ain't gotta go out your way, it shit ain't gonna cost you much. But the one that you really want to fuck, no matter where she at, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. It's really gonna cost. But could you fall in love with her? If you breaking your neck to fuck one in America, and you got to go out your way for $300 meals and pick the bitch up all the fucking time and open the bitch door, that shit monetary. It's monetary. These bitches expensive. It's all monetary. I don't understand. It's no fucking different. The only thing is, could you fall in love with that? And most people do. Like, oh, she's so nice. Bitch ain't nice. She's just happy the way you treating her. Well, hey, what's the number one thing when a woman break up? Not happy. You don't treat me the same anymore.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
Shit don't matter, man.
And that's why
But people will fall in love with because they sell a dream.
a dream, a
They sell
fantasy.
a dream.
Well, we're
They
going to
fulfill.
segue.
They fulfill all your fantasies.
I don't want to kill this topic because I think this back topic that we're bringing up is a good one, and I don't want to kill it.
Are we not killing it? Hey, I'm late, dog. I'm late to the show. I'm late to the party, dog. But at the end of the day, could you? Well, hey, if you want to marry a hoe that been with everybody in CTG that goes visit, so be it. If you make her your number one, so be it. It's a simp born every day, sometimes too. You know what? You got to graduate from being a simp. I think we all simps at one point in our time. We all are. I'm not gonna say I'm no better than the next man. Not at all.
Oh, they'll get mad at you over their joint. Don't mess with my hoe. See, my hoe. She hoe for me, not for you.
Oh, what's going on, Pimpin? Yeah, let me finish with this live real quick. Give me like 5-10 minutes.
We about to wrap it up anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm about to be out. I had some people pull up on me. I thought they were gonna shoot me. No, I'm just kidding.
It's
I'm
all
looking
good.
like, man, who the fuck is this? But yeah, man, it is what it is. I don't know. I told you we all simps at one time. We all gotta learn. Maybe some niggas never learn. They stay simping forever. It is what it is. It's okay. But just don't be no simp around me because I'm laughing at you because I already learned. I'm like, y'all niggas is
Be the
ridiculous.
God, my guy. What's good, man? I appreciate everybody pulling up today, man. Visual Hype, Tony Hernandez, Brooklyn the Prophet, Ellis Durrell,
Yep.
Dan Al Travels, Really Joe.
Hey, salute everybody because I can't see the chat because I'm not looking.
Sunday Night Smoke, Al Travels.
Good fellas in the building.
Ice City came through with the one-liners. Capital Trey. That was funny when y'all came through with that. I was good. Cap and Lord, appreciate you for coming through. Trey Poppy, Top Boss Nation.
I'm about to spin.
Rackvic Club came through. Appreciate Elroy for coming through. Gil, aka MMA fan, appreciate you, man. Everybody that came through and showed love today, man. Please, Jay Harlem with the great topic. My guy, Dossier 206, always rocking with your boy Glow. How can I give Dossier? I forget how to do the rent shit, man. I ain't did that shit in a while. Hold up. Let me see if I can go from my phone and do it real quick. I think you could do it from your phone. I appreciate everybody that pulled up, man. Every single person. I hope I didn't miss you in the chat, but I appreciate everybody pull up. I thought I saw 6:30 a.m. You pulled up on the PM. Oh, yeah. I haven't been able to do the mornings. I don't think I'm ever going to actually be able to get back on the morning show, but I am going to get more consistent. I promise y'all I am going to do more, be more active. That's why I wanted to just get back to the grassroots of how we used to do it, man. We had a good little following going on when we were doing these conversations, and I hope today's conversation was dope, man. I mean, I thought it was a dope topic, and I thought using that scenario was a good segue. But let me see if I could do something real quick. Let me see if I can give my guy. Oh, man, I don't think I can go back. Oh, man. Hold up. I'm trying to do something real quick. It won't let me go back to the top. But I think you can. Yup. That's how you do it. Damn. I have to go back. Let me see if I can go back to the beginning. And hold up, y'all. I'm trying to do something. Hold up. Nope. It's not letting me go back even if I started the live over. Let me see. So maybe it'll let me do it when the live's ended. All right, I'll try it when the live ended. If not, I'll do it the next time. I'll remember. I got to give my guy a wrench, but I'll do it the next time I remember, man. But yeah, appreciate you, SV the guy, for pulling up, man. I appreciate everybody for rocking with your boy Globe, man. This was a great conversation. We're going to get back to this. We're going to segue this in the second to another topic like we just ended up with right there. We're going to talk about could you fall in love with someone that your first time you met him, it was transactional. And then we can segue that off of that. The good topic will be, is there a difference? Because that's another big one too. Like, is there really a difference between a working joint and a regular joint? That's just a joint that you meet, the single that's just out here living her life. Like, that's also a part that people always bring up. Like, is there any difference? So I think the next two could pair together and be a good topic. So I do appreciate everybody rocking with your boy, man. This was a good one, man. I appreciate everyone that came up and supported and helped. It always helps to have the chat going and also having people come up. That makes for a dope live. Y'all know me. I'll ramble your ass to death, but it's always good to have people rocking with your boy. As always, man, real travel, real life, real talk. It's your boy Globe. I'm gone. I'll see y'all sometime later this week, man. Maybe on Sunday morning. We'll be back to the Sunday morning show. I missed it this week, man. I was just busy. But I appreciate y'all.
We was outside. They was in the house. Got so much game that I want to give it out. My 10-year-old at home, the only thing I spin about. And you ain't got to make a choice right now. Just fill it out. Make your worst your best day. Rolling papers, essay. Get this money, let's save. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. See a hater, let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. Let's wave. I can't help but give this love away. We arrived here and we don't know how. On the wave, hope I don't let you down. Lot of favors done, but who's keeping count? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? What's wrong with peace and love right now? And I ain't trying to turn it down. What's with it? Don't get nervous now. Know your purpose, you